Ba ba da 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 ba da da. You know, of all the soundtracks I've opened Ace Attorney Investigations 2 with, why didn't I think of finding an orchestral version of Ace Attorney Investigations music? I just assumed there wasn't one. Lo and behold, there is, and you're listening to it now. Why is Capcom music always so good? I can never stop gushing about it. I love Capcom's musical artists. They just, whether it's Mega Man or Ace Attorney or Monster Hunter, it's always so good. Capcom, please make me a Capcom creator. This is not shilling, this is just the truth. Welcome back to Ace Attorney Investigations, Prosecutor's Path. How's it going, everybody? It's been a while since I played this, but yeah, it's been a couple of days. I had a wisdom tooth removed. I went into a whole story about that, but if you wanted the full story, come to the Twitch stream. For now, I'm recovered mostly and I'm ready to play. Gee, I hope like my lack of a tooth won't like cause weird whistling sounds in my voice acting or anything. Imagine if this ended my stream career. Just like wayward sounds coming from my missing tooth. Anyway, let's continue. Last time, what didn't we do? Who didn't we see? It basically felt like everybody just found Edgeworth, even though he was in a totally secret room that he had to figure out existed. And then the likes of Ema Sky and Lotta Heart just come up on him like, oh, hi, Edgeworth, what are you doing here? And Edgeworth like, well, you're supposed to be in Europe. You're supposed to be, I don't know where, Lotta Heart, but not here. And we revealed a secret, like, black market auction dealing going on in the same building as a freaking PIC. So I don't know what that's all about, but we found out that our victim was supposedly the auctioneer running it all? I don't know how deep this goes, but we still have a lot to figure out. So let's go ahead and do it. Da 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 ba da 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 da. Continue. The Forgotten Turnabout, Middle, Part 2, from Save Point. I hope we saved, right? Yes, we saved because we were about to debate Francisca. She doesn't know anything. We just came in on a freaking elevator, descending into the room where the PIC meets. Oh, Francisca, you're gonna have your mind blown by this. You don't care where Lotta Heart is as long as it's not nearby. I like Lotta Heart. I especially actually like what they did in the dub of the anime with her. Or just in the anime in general. They gave her a little bit more of a role. And, you know, when it came to the first Ace Attorney and the second, and wherever, you know, a lot of times Lotta Heart's just like, here, I will make your life difficult for no reason. Watch as I just lie. Put that in a text box with Lotta Heart as the sprite. Like, totally just excerpt from one of the games. Quote me on that. But, you know, in the anime, they made her more of a little, like, comic relief character, you know, gave her a little bit more interaction with the other characters. It's fun, actually. So I actually enjoy seeing her now. Yeah. If I had made a whistling sound with my teeth, that'd be really funny. Yeah. Well, sadly, it's not the case. Alright, let's talk to Francisca. The victim used her keycard and entered the room with the culprit. Then the culprit stabs the victim in the chest with the candelabra, killing her. What is this, Clue? I'm pretty sure it was Colonel Mustard with the candelabra in the PIC room. Shouldn't the letter make it obvious who the culprit is? Of course, the crime scene was right here in this room, the PIC meeting room. The proof is the blood stain we found here in the meeting room, and the proof is in the pudding. It's blood pudding. It's a staple food back in Germany. You should try it. That settles it, Miles Edgeworth. I do not want to try your blood pudding. I'm sorry. Do they actually make that in Germany? Is that like a German food, or is it more like a English food? I'm actually not sure. Never had it. Miss Von Karma seems really confident, doesn't she? That's a little different. Ah, I see. She's a fiery one, isn't she? I don't mind a feisty cutie. So how about an introduction to you? How repulsive. Well, Miles Edgeworth, can you break my logic? You didn't logic. You just restated everything we knew already. And now we've just blown it wide open. Allow me to break down. If you truly have no intention of stopping here, prove it to me with evidence. Very well. I'll show you, Francisca. I'll show you chaos control. The evidence that paves my path. Ooh, I'm excited. Drewby, what's up, chicken attorney? Well, funny thing, Drew, we actually turned in our attorney's badge. We're just here as a humble citizen, outside of the law, finding the truth. I guess we're just like private investigators, huh? Hope you're doing well, Drew. I hope you had fun with Metal Gear Solid 2 last night. It was fun watching you. I'm also glad I'm not the only person who gets lost in the tanker of Metal Gear Solid 2. Like, if you don't know exactly where to go, it's easy to run in a circle. I feel like that's on purpose. I can talk about the game design of Metal Gear Solid 2 all day, but I actually think it's a pretty good tutorial area. So anyway, victim used your keycard, which we now know is not the only way to get in, because you can come in through the elevator I just descended on. Like, I could have squished somebody. That's not that elevator is not OSHA compliant at all. Yeah. Was there nothing suspicious about the security system? That's a lot of s. Really testing my ability to enunciate consonants right now. The meeting room security is perfect. Much like me, my logic. Not my father. My father, less than perfect. There's no room for doubt. And like my report cards. Francisca, I know that one is false. I saw your report cards in school. You got a B+ in PE just because you refused to do the rope climb back in high school. The only rope I need is my VIP. It's not my fault the teacher didn't understand that. Okay. Your logic isn't as perfect as you think. In any case, your opinion has not changed. Yes, the victim and the culprit entered the room together. Drew got lost for a while. Well, I'm glad you found your way eventually, like just in time for, the stream to end. Hope you're doing well today, sir. Yeah. Then the culprit stabs the victim in the chest. That we can't deny. I mean, there's no fingerprints on the candelabra, though, so I wonder if he'll bring it up. Did the victim's wound match up with the candelabra? Why am I asking that? I know that's true. The victim's chest was pierced in 3 places simultaneously by a sharp metal object. Is there anything else that could have done such a thing? Like maybe a Dragon Quest fork? I see no such thing. Dang, I didn't import one fast enough. That should all be written in Dr. Young's autopsy report. So you're sure that the murder weapon was the candelabra? Exactly. As for who the culprit is... Huh. I need to remember what we found last time. Did we find anything else with 3 pointy prongs? I don't think so. I think she's right about the candelabra. We do know this stuffed animal is missing a horn. That's not 3 pointy things, but it's something of note. Like, the game didn't let us move on without finding this, so I'm curious how that's relevant. Hold it! Do you have anything to confirm that the letter was actually sent by Kay? For people who like evidence so much, why do they not have any of their own, huh? Are you proposing that it was forged by the real criminal? That possibility was dismissed some time ago. There were no traces of forgery on the letter. It's printed. How? What do you mean? Anybody could type it out. Of course, there were no other traces besides Kay Faraday and the victim found on the letter. Are you saying you found Kay's fingerprints on the letter? The only fingerprints we found belongs to the victim. In other words, you can't really say that Kay is the culprit. Thank you, Ray. Didn't I just say the possibility of a forgery has been dismissed? I want more information about that. What makes you so sure? That letter was originally sent by Kay Faraday. As you can see, it came in this envelope with her mailing address, full name, and social security number written on it. Kay, why did you write your social security number on there? Why are you asking me? I have amnesia. Fair, but why? Therefore, it is only natural to assume she's the culprit. Of course, the crime scene, right here. Right here. Right now. Do you have any proof that the crime took place in this room? Upon karma is perfect in every way. Perhaps you forgot that when you gave up your badge? Also refused to take the Bon Karma name, for the better. Proof in the blood stain. Wait, what proof is in the blood stain? We just covered it up with an elevator. I don't see it. Have we determined who the blood actually belongs to? The blood analysis confirms that it belongs to the victim. Oh, hold on now. I just realized the implications of something. Like, we knew that blood seeped in through the lift. So it's not that she was killed there, it's that it spilled from in the hidden room. Just because the blood stain was found here doesn't mean that this was the scene of the crime. Edgeworth, without context, you sound ridiculous. But you're right. Blade Mancer, how's it going? Welcome. Welcome to investigation time. We're proving Franziska von Karma wrong on every account. And while it pains me to do it, I'm sure she understands. You're doing well, Blade, and hope you're having a good night. I will say, just one thing I've noticed about Ace Attorney investigations that I'm surprised it took me this long, but it's funny comparing it to regular Ace Attorney. In Ace Attorney, you know, trials take 3 days. You get the opportunity to move from like detention center to scene of the crime to, I don't know, like victim's house or defendant's house or like just so many different places relevant to the crime. But in investigations, you pretty much just had to figure out everything on the spot, on location. Like, last case was an outlier where we went both through time, but also detention center plus crime scene. So, like, it's funny to me that they're taking the grandiosity of Ace Attorney and then just cramming it into one location in one day. You forget, Miles Edgeworth, that in court, evidence is everything. If you believe this room is not the crime scene, show me the evidence that proves it. Or just you wait. Evidence that shows where the crime took place. We may not be in court, but I'll show her the truth. I mean, it feels like we're in court. Have you seen this room? Blade's got a little bit of a headache. Oof. Yeah, get some food in your belly. Maybe that'll help, Blade. So, GG how's it going? Welcome on in. Nice saluting. Hope you're well. Miss Von Karma isn't showing any openings. Phrasing. However, there is one fact we know that she does not. Okay, give yourself some credit, Miles. There's more than one fact. And a couple of opinions. They're not the only ones who can perform scientific investigations. And therein lies the proof. The path to the truth that I've found. Been kind of giving Ema Sky a Velma Dinkley voice. I'm specifically basing it off of that animation from Pear on Twitter, where like Velma's talking like, I was mostly talking about girls. Hot. Oh wait, I was mostly talking about girls. Hot. With the echo and everything. Oh, I meant to present evidence to that. Give me a second. Put Dilly on the other end of the whip. Oh, absolutely, Dilly. You are more than welcome to. I will say, that art prompt, you know, the end of August is coming up really quick. I actually started drawing a certain prosecutor for this month's art prompt. You know, any excuse to keep drawing Ace Attorney characters, apparently. Da, da, da. Here you go! It's really cool. Here's something I do when I draw. I take pose references from other characters from other games. If they have a weapon, then it's really easy to be like, oh, what other video game characters use whips? Castlevania, Simon Belmont? Oh yeah, well look at the box art for every Castlevania. Pick a pose that looks cool. Put Franziska in that pose, easy. I still haven't decided. I've kind of just like sketched up a couple of poses. I'll decide which one to go with at some point, but oh, it's working. It's in the works. Yeah. If memory serves me correctly, the blood in the meeting room was found in front of the statue of Lady Justice, was it not? To murder someone before Lady Justice, this culprit knows no fear. Next month will be my birthday month. Queen Miko doxing me like that? It's true, though. Hey, so that makes next month's art prompt easy, I guess. Birthday art. Although, my birthday's in the first half of the month, so you gotta get quick with it. I wonder about that. Have a look at this piece of evidence. Blood was found in the storeroom, right above the meeting room. Or that could be just fluorescent grape juice, you'll never know. As you can see, there are signs that it has dripped down onto the floor below. And right under the hidden lift is... the statue of Lady Justice? Then you understand. The murder did not take place here. The killer murdered the victim in the storeroom and then moved the body to this room. What Lady Justice witnessed was a coward trying to conceal their crime, and not the moment of the murder. Francisca, Franny baby. This is the part where you're supposed to be like, ah! You're not the finger waggle. She's smiling? Oh, it's never good when she's smiling. I remember that one time in 4th grade. Oh my. Pardon me. I just remembered a conversation quite similar to this one. As I expected, Miles Edgeverse, such naivete couldn't possibly be an act.
Just how is Mr. Edgeworth naive? Yes!
In fact, he's experienced for not saying such things in front of Francisca's whip. Have you forgotten? Or are you just playing the foolish fool? The amount of blood in the meeting room is clearly greater than that in the storeroom. I mean, definitely a lot more than that in a human body.
Please just don't hit me again.
Such a large amount of blood couldn't have simply dripped from the floor above. You don't know. Maybe they were in a freaking Kurosawa film and they just like fountain. And even if it had, there should have been much more blood left behind in the storeroom. Then why is there blood in the first place? Also good question. Like, it goes both ways, Francisca. You gotta prove how it got up if it came from below. The murder could not have occurred anywhere other than this meeting room. You're as predictable as always, Francisca. Yes, of course. Yes, I totally had a plan. There you go. That's what I want. What? The difference in the amount of blood is just as you say. My finger points. My finger points. The question is, why does such a difference exist? That issue is trivial. I've already explained it with my perfect logic. In that case, how do you explain the blood that was found in the storeroom? Ah, there you go. I don't suppose you're going to tell me that it somehow sprayed all the way up there. Oh, I would have said, like, it somehow dripped all the way up there, but sprayed gives me just, like, a gruesome image. Definitely Kurosawa, like... Like a water fountain? No way! I'm beginning to realize that no way is just one of Debeste's catchphrases. For some reason, I like him a lot more because of that. You know what? I have an idea that maybe if Capcom localized this, they'd have him say something like, "Say what? Say what? Say what? Say what? Say what? Exactly. It's impossible. In other words, the reason for the difference in the amount of blood is... the amount of blood in the meeting room and the storeroom are different because... Give me a second to think, Francisca. Hold on. The weapon was pulled out here. She was stabbed here. She was stabbed in the storeroom. I feel like it's all the above. Well, all the above... well, not all the above. I feel like this is true, but we're explaining why the blood's different. The weapon was pulled out here. That's why the candelabra's here. The victim died of a stab wound. Naturally, there would be a significant amount of blood loss. That's obvious just from looking at the blood stain. But that's so weird! She was attacked in the storeroom, but there was, like, less blood found there than... Man, I'm just having too much fun with those getting ripped sounds, huh? Doesn't say anything about me. You're imagining things. Silence, you third-rate prosecutor! I'm the best! You're a third-rate prosecutor with a fourth-rate evidence suite. Is Edgeworth just Kaiba? I feel like Edgeworth is just Seto Kaiba, isn't he? I mean, he's rich. Yeah, that's it. That's the only thing. That's the only thing they have in common. They're rich. They're obsessed with the protagonist. They're always dueling one-on-one. I could totally see Phoenix Wright and Miles Edgeworth getting into like Yu-Gi-Oh, because it's just like chess, you know. You forgot Debeste was here. Me too. Do you know when you lose the most blood after getting stabbed with a sharp object? Taking it out, because you're supposed to leave it in. Oh, I know. It's when the sharp object is pulled out, right? Hot. Precisely. After being stabbed with the candelabra, the body was moved to the meeting room. And then the murder weapon was pulled out right here, in this very room. That would account for the difference in the amount of blood that was left behind. And why would the culprit go through all that trouble? Most likely to give the impression that the murder occurred in the meeting room. Similar hairstyles, facial structures. Oh, there you go. They have similar proponents for screwing the rules. It seems Miss Crane's keycard was used last night. But based on the time of use, it must have been a ploy by the culprit to mislead us. Ah, so the murder happened before 12:52, then they used the keycard to enter the room to make it look like that's when they entered. In all likelihood, it was the culprit who used the keycard to enter the meeting room. They both dress a bit extra. Ah, yeah, we see all those Seto Kaiba PS5s. I want someone to paint the middle of the PS5 white, put like tissues for the cravat, jabot, paint the side plates just crimson red, put Edgeworth's head up there. I want an Edgeworth PS5. Someone on Etsy, make it happen. Why would the culprit have needed to do that? Perhaps they feared that the storeroom would be found out during the investigation. If they were involved in the auction, they would not have wanted it to become public. That is a lot of blood. I hate to be someone like super squeamish playing an Ace Attorney game, because sometimes, yeah, there's a lot of blood. The auction, you say? Oh yeah, we haven't even talked about that. Not crimson, but like pinkish mauve. I have no idea the difference between red, so I will believe you. Yeah, his suit do be kind of pink though, especially in the GBA games. Perhaps you should go upstairs and see for yourself what items are on display. I'm sure that will allow you to understand what occurred here. Yeah, she was around for some of those cases too. The Red Alice one specifically. Impressive, Miles Edgeworth. You're willing to go that far to protect her? There's something big lurking behind the scenes of this case. There's something big lurking in what? In my what? Kay simply got caught up in it. You're exaggerating. Am I now? More than anyone, I would think you'd understand the significance behind all this. Why would you, a prosecutor working with Interpol, be involved in a domestic case? Why even are you here? Did you just join the party? Did you hear Lotta Hart and Ema Sky would be here too? You just didn't want to feel left out? It's okay to have feelings, Francisca. It's okay to admit, to be vulnerable. We're here for you. I'm basically your brother. Now give me a hug.
Oh, sure, it's okay when he asks for it.
Not now, Ray. Wasn't your objective to crush a certain international smuggling ring? If your search for smuggled goods has led you here, then isn't this feeling I have related to the case? This necessary feeling? I'm relieved. You haven't lost your touch, even though you've turned in your badge. That was today, Francisca. I've heard about your situation from Scruffy over there. Well, good. That saves me the explanation.
Sorry, sir. I just wanted to help out somehow.
A wise decision, detective. Puts him at the risk of getting whipped, not me. Francisca, are you the one in charge of this case? Isn't Interpol pursuing the black market auction? Oh, you know what? Yeah, you're right, Chibi. Both Kaiba and Edgeworth had their parent or guardian just die when they were young, and then they were adopted by a rich butt. It's 100% the same. You know, I'm just assuming that Von Karma is rich. That Manfred Von Karma is rich. I mean, he's undefeated as a prosecutor. People probably pay him the big bucks. Or at least the police force? I'm not sure how they get paid in this world. Phoenix Wright definitely doesn't get paid a lot. We've talked about that before. A lot of his cases seem to end up pro bono, huh? And what if I am? That's not something you need to know. So, you knew all about this from the very beginning. You knew that the black market auction was being held. Right here. Hold it, or hold it! Hey, mind if I butt in? Yes, I mind, Lada. What do you want? The adults are talking, please. About the gal who turned up dead. Stop. We don't need a witness. We're good. This is not court. You. Oh, Francisca remembers Lada. Oh, remembers her from Ace Attorney 2. Yeah. Poor Gummy gets paid in pennies. It's enough for instant ramen, right? Miku just found a post. Found out that Edgeworth's suit changes color between games. Trilogy's a light camelot, Investigation's solid pink, Dual Destinies is Mexican red. That's a color. Like a specific color. Huh. I think he just has a lot of suits. Unlike Phoenix Wright, who has just the one, probably. Yeah. Hey! I ain't done talking yet! Hey! He ain't changed a lick. Razzin' frazzin' dadgummit. This case doesn't even need a fragment of your faulty testimony. She knows. What are you saying? I'm a bona fide journal. Ow! Did she not get whipped? But it had like whipping dialogue? Oh, she did. Back then, you gave false testimony. Yeah, she does that a lot, Francisca. You kind of just get used to it. Miss Von Karma seems to really dislike Lada. I can't say she's fond of her. Ain't that Crane gal one of them PIC members? She's the spin image of the conductor. I reckon she's... Ouch! She hit me! She really hit me! What is the meaning of this? Answer me, Miles Edgeworth? From Miss Hart's testimony, we obtained a description of what the conductor was wearing. Yeah, maybe she's not the most trustworthy witness, but we're going with what she says for now. And it matches what the victim, Jill Crane, was wearing. And I promise you, I did not prepare this witness. Do you mean to say the one who was murdered was the conductor?
Miss Von Karma, maybe you should calm down.
We should count how many times that whip's been cracked. Like, she's gonna need a new one by the end of this. It's gonna be all frayed. It would seem that the new fact has just been brought to light. Indeed, I came here in pursuit of the black market auction in order to arrest the organizer of the event. In other words, the conductor. You'll find that a little hard to do. If we believe Miss Hart's testimony, then the conductor is already Shinderu. Wouldn't this mean that your investigation has ended in vain? That's right. However, I swear on my name that I will not return empty-handed. I challenge you, Miles Edgeworth, to a duel. A challenge is fine, but I didn't bring my Yu-Gi-Oh deck. Why is she readying her whip like she's out for a victim of her own? Oh, we're back to a duel. Break out your duel disc. No, Francisca just has a dual whip. You know, like cool whip. Anyway, oh yeah, you know what? She has a whip. That's not empty-handed. That's actually very armed and dangerous. Where are the cards? You know, What if Ace Attorney 7? All right. We've had so many gimmicks in the past in Ace Attorney. I liked the one in 6. What if the gimmick in 7 is a card game? You play logic duel monsters against the witness, and then you figure out what they're lying about. Oh, but then it's basically just the logic from this game, isn't it? Like, you use your logic cards to refute. I guess that's just court. I will concede your argument. The murder occurred in the storeroom, correct? That would mean the culprit is someone who participated in the auction. Is that photographer is correct? The victim was the conductor, and the culprit was a customer. The culprit waited for the victim in the storeroom where the goods were delivered. Then they stabbed the victim in the chest with the candelabra in the storeroom. Where are you going with this, Francisca? You saying that Kay was a customer? She doesn't have like $5 to her name. Like, she paid money to get in here. She is not rich. That is all. I trust you have no objections. Not yet. I'm working on it. Unfortunately, that is not the case, because there is a hole in your testimony. As expected of Mr. Edgeworth, I didn't notice anything at all. She doesn't know I'm bluffing. Oh, I said that out loud. She doesn't know I'm bluffing. Edgeworth, you can't just turn it. You can't just take that back. I can and I will. Well then, please settle this with one blow. Yes, of course. Watch as I crush her logic. Motorcycle courtroom. Gyakuten Baiku. Squidgy Bum surprise Manok stream. Yeah, technically, since I don't. Well, no, I stream on Wednesdays now. It's just that I didn't stream on Monday. What's up, Squidgy? Francisco Logic, Part 2. We're talking about how Yu-Gi-Oh! And Ace Attorney are basically just the same thing. You cannot refute my logic. My evidence... Well, you know. What was... I was watching some cutscenes from Xenoblade 3, and, like, I haven't even played 1 or 2, but I just love the accents that they have and the, like, authentic, like, different parts of London stuff they got. It's like somebody... There's this girl who has wings in her hair, and, like, they're swimming in a lake because, of course, there has to be a swimsuit beach episode. Somebody does a cannonball, and the guy is just like, "Hey, why are you angry at me? What's the difference? You're in the water and wet anyway." And then the girl with wings is just like, "The difference is you're an arsehole." And she's just now my favorite character. I have no context on who she is, but she is now my favorite character. I just thought of that just now. You were surprisingly quick to concede. I simply cannot deny facts that are backed by evidence. Well, thank you, Francisca. You're making this easier. That is all. You have proven that the murder occurred in the storeroom. Uni, yeah, that's her name. I don't know, but I love her already. And also those little, like, I don't even know what they're called, like the little creatures who speak in, like, perfect accents but still, like, broken English. I love them too. They're amazing. They're all amazing. Someone who participated in the auction, huh? The culprit participated in the auction. I'd like to hear your basis for this claim. I guess she's thinking the only person that can go into the auction room, but it's not locked. Anybody can go in there. When I spoke with the staff of this building, not a single one mentioned the storeroom. The storeroom's existence must have only been known to a select few. True, but you could also just fall in there. And that's where the items for the auction were being stored. I see you understand. Yes, the culprit participated in the auction. No pawns, that's what they're called. Yeah. Da-da-da. My trap card says you're lying, but my cards say you're lying whose cards are telling the truth. What? Yeah, that sounds like Yu-Gi-Oh! If that photographer's correct. So you're saying that the victim was the auction's conductor? Right. And the culprit? Hey, ain't you the one who told her that just a moment ago? Yes, that's right. However, I was simply making sure her logic is clear. That ain't right. You're doing it wrong. Well, this is the part where you're supposed to say, I done goofed. Yuck. The culprit was a customer participating in the black market auction. What in tarnation? Now you done it. Don't cover for him. Lana, please, for your own safety. For once, shut the mouth of the South. For once, please. Of course, that is only as this photographer's testimony is indeed true. Oh, I see where she's going. I can't tell whether they're on good or bad terms. Sundere? Windy, enjoy the lurk. Hope you're doing well today. The issue here is the culprit's actions. It's crazy that the Nopons almost sound like adults in Xenoblade 3. They normally sound like children. Oh yeah, it's like, ooh, Ricky, talk like this sometimes. And then like it's been a meme that like, it's not the same voice actor, but it's been a meme that one of the Nopons is just Yugi, Dan Green.
Nopons fight for justice.
Hold it!
Da da da.
Miss Hart was in the storeroom at the time. Could the culprit really have been waiting there? That's a titillating statue of justice in the background. Well, Squidgy Bump, justice is blind and also hot. Yep, I can't deny it. I don't know where she was hiding, but since you've seen it, you must know as well. There are numerous hiding places in that storeroom. So the culprit was hiding while they waited for the victim to arrive? I believe the crime occurred after the auction ended. That's wrong. Lana's testimony was that it kept going on somehow, which was weird to me because how could they proceed without the conductor? Yeah, like how? After all, the victim was the organizer of the auction, the conductor. During the auction, the organizer would have been to be in front of the customers the entire time. After the auction ended? Please add that statement to your testimony. Just Edgeworth immediately like, please, add it to the testimony. Add it now. I need to object to it. Come on, I'm gonna show you some evidence. I'm gonna show you some really good evidence. Just you wait. The victim was killed after the auction ended. Are you certain of that? The victim was the conductor. That is the only possibility. Without the conductor, the auction couldn't have been held. The auction couldn't have been held? Something seems odd in this testimony. Oh. At first glance, her logic seems to hold up, but something just doesn't feel quite right. I'll need to draw out more information. I hope nobody minds if I don't press that last statement. Want to present some evidence. Huh? Take a look at this. That's my favorite part about Edgeworth being the main character. That whenever he objects, he's got to do the little You done goofed. As I thought, you are one step behind. One step behind the bread line. Go back to the end of the line. Your lies will be revealed in time. What did you say? Oh, it's just a song from Aladdin. Don't worry about it. The victim was not the conductor. And I approve. But okay, well, I don't know. I wasn't gonna claim that. But I was gonna claim, like, she definitely got replaced. Oh, but does that make Jill a customer then? Miss Hart's testimony. That photographer's testimony is not trustworthy. What are you all saying? I'm a bona fide journal now. Cease your idle chatter. Yeehaw! She wasn't even talking at the time. Come on, Franziska. Francisca, calm down and listen. Stop, collaborate and listen. Miss Hart witnessed a part of the murder. The main point here is that after witnessing the murder, she says the auction continued. That's right. Sure as can be, they all just kept going on shamelessly. Do you think the auction could have continued without someone conducting it? You know, Francisca has a point, though. Lana is known to lie, so I don't know why we're just like, no, you. Her testimony is right, because I say so. If the victim was not the conductor, the person killed must have been a customer. No! As I said from the beginning, Kay is not the culprit. After all, she herself was attacked by someone and lost consciousness. In which case, that would also make her a victim. If the auction continued after the incident occurred. Yes, and the victim was not the conductor, but a customer. Blade's back, got some food. Well, hopefully things are going well. Hope it was good food. I'm going to assume that this is Daddy Debeste. And I remember I changed his voice. It sounds like...
That's enough!
That voice. Well, good, you recognize it, I don't. No, it's Justine. That's enough. Order in the court. The chairman will now enter. Now it's the best.
My, no need to be so stiff. Actually, feel free to call me Blaise, Blazy.
Blaze again? Well then, Blazy, what brings you here?
All right, kid. You're cruising for a bruising and you're talking like that.
Oh, what was that thing that Shrek says in Shrek? You're going the right way for a spanking.
Huh? Well. I just wanted to see if my idiot son was working hard is all.
Is this kind of father-son relationship really healthy? I wouldn't know. I never had one. Past 10 years old.
I had come to light a fire under you, but it seems I found an unexpected bonus. To think that the criminal who has become the talk of the town would be here, of all places.
Still not sure if I like that voice for him. I kind of like it. It sounds like a fire, you know? Him and his fire puns. Everyone, restrain the suspect at once. Please wait. Kay Faraday is not the culprit. Silence! Oh my god! How much fuel is in that thing, man?
This is quite troubling, Edgeworth. Didn't I tell you earlier? The PIC deserves a swift resolution to this case. If it's not, we can lose our trust with the public. They call us the Waste of Time Committee.
I feel like they should already call you that.
You know, it's troubling for me as well, that sort of thing. And at my age, too.
It's crime. He's not like snorting. And on top of that, an illegal investigation is not something that I can overlook. Yeah, I mean, it was a little illegal. What, I can't be a citizen's investigator? Like with citizens' arrests? Let's not start any fires here, old man. This is the crime scene, maybe. Have you forgotten? You are no longer a prosecutor. You have lost all your authority. Yeah, but Francisca is. Furthermore, you have aided a criminal in evading the law. Okay, that is not how justices are supposed to speak. She's not a criminal, she is a suspect. Innocent until proven guilty.
Yes, that's right. You're so reliable, Courtney.
I'm aware of the consequences of my actions. You may punish me as you wish. However, we have found a new suspect. It's the person pictured here. Very, very good picture. Yeah. Kay Faraday was attacked by this person, and... There is no need for your explanation. Just recently, a red raincoat was discovered in the vicinity of this building. The victim's blood and cherry blossom petals were found on the hood. Cherry blossom petals? Now that you mention it, on the viewing platform. Yes, they probably stuck on due to the blood. They were littered around the blood stain. Blood stain?
And we received the forensic report on the blood, you know. There's no doubt about it. The person in that photo is the victim, Jill Crane. She murdered herself?
What? Oh, what did you say? Red raincoat data. Jot it down in my organizer. Impossible! That would completely destroy the foundations of our logic.
Yes, I know. That's why I said it.
We'd believe the person in the red raincoat was the culprit. Well, that didn't last very long. And now it turns out that the person is actually the murder victim? Wait, if that's the case, then the prime suspect would be... Miss Faraday, you met a person in a red raincoat on the rooftop, did you not? Yes, I did, but... The person in the red raincoat was the murder victim, and Kay Faraday came into contact with that person. Ah! I spent all this time.
Every time I think I'm out, they keep pulling me back in.
Since one of the parties is now dead, what happened next should be clear.
Objection!
No. Kay was attacked by that person. As the victim, it would be impossible for her to be the culprit. She was unconscious, right? There is no evidence she was attacked, is there? She has wounds. The blood in the trunk. If this is her blood, that's evidence. That's evidence that she was attacked and put in there. Test this trunk. I swear to you. Or were the victim's fingerprints and blood when found the hood? Victim's fingerprints. There's no evidence she was attacked, is there? Furthermore, we just must consider the possibility that the victim fought back. It's far too early to come to that conclusion. Kay is not the criminal. You're wrong.
Kay!
That's wrong. Even though I don't want to believe it myself. After hearing about the raincoat, I finally remembered. I only remember a little, but from what I saw that night, the culprit is me. Now, hold on. They didn't say where the blood is on the raincoat. Also, hold on. There's no holes in this raincoat. So if it was the victim's blood from the murder, then it would be in the front with the holes. And from what Kay is saying right now, I think they're gonna go into this. Looks like the blood is on the back. The back, that's not where she was stabbed. So it is her blood. It was tested, but it's not from the murder. It's from the murder, but it's not from her wearing it. I don't know where they're wearing it. This is just totally just conjecture, hearsay, lies. I remember looking down at the person in the red raincoat. Mr. Edgeworth, it was me. The culprit was me all along. That can't be right. Then why? Why do I have that memory? The person collapsed before my eyes and go to the pool of blood. Why didn't I do anything? It must have been because I killed her. No, she was already dead. Okay. It is clear to me the validity of Kay Faraday's memory. Just because it's good to your case, you were just doubting her until now. Oh,
didn't you doubt it until just now, pal?
No, you. Congratulations, Miss Faraday. Doesn't even acknowledge, just overruled. Congratulations, Miss Faraday. Your courage will surely allow you to be forgiven. Now, let us rejoice in the blessings of the goddess of law. Oh good, are you about to sing Kyrie? All rise, a reading from the book of evidence law. Allow me to give my opinion as an international prosecutor. Her actions as a criminal are... Hey! You don't get this... Courtney! Hurry! Oh, yes, hurry! I'll arrest Kay Faraday at once. How dare you behave that way before me? You're being too forceful. Further verification is necessary. I'd even go so far as to say this is unlawful. Unfortunately, the law does not side with you.
It sides with me, you see.
Says what? Show me the book. Show me the law. Show me what corruption is allowing this to happen. Gosh dang it.
But you know, the beautiful bond between you two has been etched deeply into my heart.
That reminds me, we seem to have forgotten one additional suspect.
Edgeworth, that's you.
30 more papers, dude.
What's that, pal? What's that, pal? Mr. Edgeworth has done nothing wrong. I beg to differ. That's right. You see, he's no longer a prosecutor, sadly enough. Nani?
Your actions have gone too far this time. An illegal investigation and assisting in the escape of a criminal. I cannot even think of you as a former prosecutor. Now humbly accept your punishment. We're going to take away... We're going to... You can't punish me.
Oh yes, that's right. I believe the plan for today was to hold your hearing before the PIC. Why don't we leave the hearing for tomorrow, even though the result is already crystal clear? See, here's what we're gonna do. Like the old witch trials of old, we're gonna take these chickens. We're gonna put you on a scale. If you're heavier than these chickens, then you're guilty. Seems fair, doesn't it?
On what grounds?
Chickens. Damn, he's right. You should think long and hard about what you've done here. Very long and very hard.
Water. Thank you. Court is now adjourned. So what? That's it? That's it? What did I prove? Francisca, you're on my side, right? I feel like we just have no allies in this case. That's the problem. As much as everyone we know wants to believe us, there's this just group, this PIC just came out of nowhere, asserted themselves. Oh, look, I get the fancy room. Do I order the steak? Let's get some last meals up in here, huh? Oh, did they patch up that hole from when Knightley was in here? I hope so. I don't want to feel a draft. I don't want any stray polar bears coming on in. I wonder who my animal partner is going to be. Oh, boy. April 6th. Detention Center. Holding cell. Help me out here, chat. You can be the impartial jury. And by impartial, I mean you've been watching everything. But that's how a jury's supposed to be, right? Everyone, we must reach a unanimous decision. Let Edgy free! This is the second time I've been in this cell. All of my evidence has been taken from me. The only thing I have left is Kei's Yatagarasu's badge. Oh good, they let me keep it. I'm worried about Kei. Is she alright? The culprit is me! Hashtag free Edgy. Get it trending on Twitter. Let's go. We must bring this injustice to the Supreme Court. I remember looking down at the person in the red raincoat. Mr. Edgeworth, it was me. The culprit was me all along. Hot. Now, wait a minute. You're not Ema. Oh, hi.
You have a visitor. Please hurry out.
Wait, I want to look at those books I didn't get a chance to look at last time. Whoa. A visitor? Who could it be? I hope it's Phoenix. Someone by the name of Dick Gumshoe? Will you turn him down? Every day, but this time I think I'll hear him out. No. It will be hard to face him, though. Granny's on my side. She just wants my logic and testimony as foolproof as possible. If there's anything Francisca hates, it's fools, so I agree with that. I'm in the detention chair this time. I'm on this side of it. Notice how there's no time because maybe I'm not allowed to look at the clock? Wait there! Oh good, each two shoes. Can I get a lawyer? I'm not gonna say anything without a lawyer present. Let's get Phoenix right in here again. He's not going to stay and keep watch. Am I just allowed to leave?
Pardon me.
Oh no, it's Justine. That's not Dick Gumshoe! Pardon me.
Judge Courtney. Judge Courtney.
Hush. Please, have a seat. What's going on here? Huh. Is she actually on our side? Is she actually... Oh, did she arrange for the bailiff to not watch? Is that camera not even recording? Is she about to be all like, I didn't want to say it in front of Blaise, but I know how corrupt the PIC is. I'm here to help you out. Justine? Why are you here? I was told the detective had come. If I didn't instruct him to tell you that, you wouldn't be sitting here right now. She's right, though. I can't think of anything she'd need from me at this point. I should try to figure out what she wants. Here, take a look at my badge. It's the only thing I have left. I like how they slowly transitioned my badge from prosecutor's badge to K's badge. It's like in every Ace Attorney, it's my one hold on that keeps me tied to this world. Oh, it's a pin. If it's about Kay Faraday, I believe she's being interrogated as we speak. You people, do you have any idea what you're doing? How dare you arrest an innocent person? That's not a very nice thing to say. I would ask that you correct your statement. She is merely someone you want to believe is innocent. Am I wrong? Yes. There is no decisive evidence to prove that she's the culprit. There is no evidence to prove that her innocence exists either. Enough of this. It's pointless. The girl will be judged. There is nothing you can do to stop that. That's all there is to say about that. Ex parte meeting, that's grounds for reversal on appeal. Ooh, squidgy bump with the actual law up in here. Now let's get to the real issue at hand. I just wish I understood any of those words. Now, let's get to the real issue at hand. Your visitation rights have been restricted to begin with. It's as if I'm some monstrous criminal. I suppose my credibility has hit rock bottom. It hasn't. It's just nobody wants to believe me. But of course, your friends have fared a little better though. That lawyer and that girl were both quite worked up. Mr. Shields and Emma. I was almost gonna say like, what, Phoenix and Maya came by? Oh, no, they mean Ray and, yeah, okay. When I last saw them, they were giving one of the guards quite an earful. What? You don't mean? Be grateful. The courts of law has been quite busy. They were spared punishment. It certainly seems like you have plenty of time for small talk. Oh, yes. Prosecutor Von Karma is presently continuing with the investigation. You were worried about them, right? I guess she saw right through me. So what's your game, Courtney? You clearly know everything about everything. So what? What's the plan? Are you here to gloat? Like a goat? With some oats? In the month of May? What you say? Let's cut to the chase. Exactly what are you planning? I'm not planning anything. There is merely a question I wish to ask. You're asking me? Yes, of course. Who else is here? Objectively speaking, you are a clever individual and you have a sharp mind. As a prosecutor, you are highly talented and capable, but I'm not a prosecutor. Are you being ironic? Your sarcasm falls short. I am being completely sincere, and that is why I cannot understand. Take this case, for example. You're up against the PIC. There is no chance for you to come out on top. Yeah, okay, and if you really believe that, without any evidence, you think maybe the PIC is pretty butts? You think they're pretty corrupt? Pretty insanely corrupt? There you go. Even a child can understand, and yet you... Perhaps my younger self would have not done something so reckless. Me from before had power. That's why I thought justice was on my side. Just like you right now. However, the cheesy 90s ballad is on my side. Because of a certain man. Oh, that certain man. That certain man who I think about every single day, every single night. Can't get him out of my head. That man. That spiky man. Could you get on with it already? I'm not done talking about that man. Okay, I'm done. My self-centered sense of justice was broken down. Ever since then, I began to see people in a different light. I'm able to serve as a prosecutor only because of the support of the people around me and that man. People like Detective Gumshoe and all the other investigators, and Kay as well. 10 hours later, that Manny man who smells Manny. Honestly, even I'm surprised at how much I've changed. I see. Is that how it is? I've come to understand you a little more. Understand me? Not likely, not even I understand me. Someone like you, who forces her own sense of justice onto others, could never understand. I wonder about that. Is that what you think? If I could say one thing, it would be that this conversation has been very interesting. That is all. Okay. Okay. I don't know what the point of all this was, but hey, we got Edward's confession all out there. It's on camera. This was all just an episode of Punk'd. Phoenix Wright, Dick Gumshoe, they come out from behind the curtain and it's like, Edgeworth, I didn't know you felt that way, man. Phoenix, you heard that just now? Of course I did. I've been waiting all these years. Okay, I'm not writing fan fiction over here. Let's drop that for now. Our conversation is coming to an end. However, I have one last thing to tell you. The date of your hearing has been set. I came here today to inform you. Today, in the PIC meeting room, may you humbly accept your fate. If that's all you wanted to say, couldn't you have just sent a messenger? The holy words of the goddess of law simply cannot be entrusted to others. I'm starting to realize why Courtney's design kind of looks more like some kind of like ritual priest or something. She's just like a priestess of the goddess of law. That's all she is. Alright, okay. Where's Resident Evil 4, Leon Kennedy? Morir es vivir, morir es vivir. With that, Mr. Edgeworth, I bid you farewell. I shall be seeing you again later. Whatever happened to Ashton Kutcher? Is he still punking people? Was he the one who ran Punk'd? I actually never watched the show. I remember that Team 4-star bit from the Cell games where it's like, alright, am I on Punk'd right now? Which one of you is it? Don't tell me it's Bam Margera. April 6th, Detention Center holding cell. Okay. I guess this is my life now. I just get to pace back and forth. till my days are over. I don't have anybody to talk to. I have no logic. I have no evidence. All I have are the books.
There's a dining menu sitting on the desk. It seems I can get food delivered if I pay for it.
Let's see. Moldy white bread lunch set? Switch to moldy whole wheat bread for an extra $1. This is not the menu that Knightley had. Oatmeal and grits set meal. For a limited time, get extra gruel at no additional cost.
Thank goodness I'm not hungry right now.
I don't think I will be for a while. All right, Edgeworth. Time to take your pants off. That's what the world's been waiting for. Oh, no, the toilet, Edgeworth. The toilet. I hope there's still toilet paper.
There's a poster on the wall next to the toilet.
I hope this toilet at least has a bidet. We are currently out of toilet paper. Please be prepared if you wish to use the toilet. Oh!
What does it mean by be prepared?
Be prepared. Oh, I'm gonna sneak out the hole, aren't I? Aren't I? It's still there, isn't it? Hold on, let me investigate more things.
I mustn't neglect my personal appearance just because I'm in a holding cell. Prosecutor or not, this is my personal duty.
You know what? Yeah, if she's gonna treat me like a criminal, might as well escape jail, right? My collar is slightly bent. There. A well-groomed appearance reflects a well-groomed mind.
From here on, I'll need to focus on myself more than ever.
You really have time to focus on your appearance right now, Edgeworth. He's confident. Gotta give him that. There's a poster hanging in the hallway. The Dice and Slice game. Roll the dice and decide your daily menu. The Dice and Slice game has been cancelled due to the warden's arrest. Oh. Wait, who's the warden right now? That's right. We sincerely apologize to anyone who is looking forward to it.
There's no need to apologize for canceling such a silly game.
You know what's funny? Not only are there basically a patrolman named Pat and Rolla in Great Ace Attorney, and Patricia Rowland being the warden here, but I totally forgot that in Spirit of Justice, the patrolman at the beginning of the game is named Pat Roll. How many times are they gonna get away with making the exact same pun in 3 different places? To be fair, we don't have to count this one because it's a fan translation. But that's just silly. The Ace Attorney Investigations crew could have not known. Investigations 2 crew. They could have not known that both Great Ace Attorney and Spirit of Justice were going to use the same pun. It's a simple bed. I don't expect it to be very comfortable to sleep on.
If it were Detective Gumshoe, he would probably snore loudly while he's sleeping like a log. I may never get a chance to work with him again. However, this is the path I chose. I won't regret it. Another visitor?
Kay! It seems you're all right. I'm relieved. For now.
You know, this is kind of touching.
You look a little down, Kay. Please, cheer up. You didn't do anything wrong. I guarantee it. Doesn't eating mold make you sick? Yeah, Edgeworth, don't try any of that.
Please, just accept it. I'm a murderer.
That's not true. Why won't you believe in yourself?
What should I believe in? I mean, there's nothing.
There's nothing to believe in? That's not true. Believe in me, Kay. Believe in the me that believes in you. When we're getting out of here, we're watching Tengen Topple Gurren Lagann, and that's final. Oh boy, it's gonna be just like your Shimon, and I'm that one guy, I forgot his name. Oh no. Okay, maybe not. Before you lost your memories, you literally jumped into my life. As a result, your words and actions have become engraved in my memories. That's the mark you left behind. How can you call that nothing? I believe in your innocence. That's why you must believe in yourself as well.
Thank you. But it's no use. Look at all the misfortune I've brought upon you. If you can, please forget it all. Your memories of Kay Faraday.
Kay! I can't. That's not how it works. Kamina, thank you, Blade. It was in my mind. It was like, what happened? My brain still ain't working today.
Kamina! You know, this takes me back. In my youth, I too was a gallant.
Shut up. Is this the kind of justice that the PIC seeks? You've got a lot of prosecutor badges, sure, but are you accredited? I haven't seen you do a single thing worthy of being called a prosecutor. This is corruption. Ew. Man, imagine how dehydrated this man is if he doesn't just drink water constantly. Like, how many tears are in his goggles? Like, at least, I don't know, a cup? At least? Like, that's 8 ounces, 4 ounces per eye. Yeah, no, that's lethal.
Justice, huh? I wonder.
This man, what is he planning? Why is he pushing things forward so forcefully? It all seems too unnatural. Is there a hidden agenda?
Is he the conductor? Is he running the smuggling ring?
There's no time left. It's all or nothing now.
Well then, I must take my leave.
Hold it! Here. Logic chest! Now! Here! Let's go! No matter how you look at it, Kay's arrest was unnatural. Shoot your shot, Edgeworth! Shoot your shot! You only get one chance! There must be something behind it.
Hey, I'm a busy man, you know.
You know what? With a person like Blaze, I wouldn't be surprised if his chess piece set was just like 4 queens. Straight up. But, what? Just 2 knights? A rook? A queen? That's nothing, dude. This is gonna be easy.
Hey, I'm a busy man, you know. I'm kind of a big deal, you see. I trust this won't take up too much of my time.
In order to make it out of this situation, I must break through his defenses.
I have no evidence. Well, yeah, that's why we're using Logic Chest. You don't need evidence for this. Alright. There are plenty of things I want to ask, but my time is limited. First, I'll ask about why he rushed the arrest.
What are you doing? What are you doing? What is this? Why are you speaking out loud? Alright, I'll take your badge. I'll do it.
Oh, I just noticed. Wait, hold on. No, Edgeworth doesn't wear his badge, right? Or does he? Does he usually wear his badge? His sprite doesn't have a badge on it. I have no intention of letting him push me around. I will overcome this difficult situation. 5 queens, 2 knights. Rooks and bishops are replaced with queens. Something about that. Why did you rush your arrest? Why did you rush your arrest? I would like a clear explanation.
Explanation? What are you talking about?
Don't play dumb with me. You clearly did not follow the proper procedures.
Okay. Maybe you should pipe down a bit. Do you even know the position you're in?
Eh? Oh, interesting. This is the first time that Edgeworth didn't just outright say, oh, when he's doing this is when I should wait. I'm gonna assume it's when he's fiddling with his lighter.
Suppose we let the criminal escape. What do you think will happen?
What will happen?
I would be made to take responsibility, you see. I do hope you understand.
Yeah, that's what an adult with a job does. Why don't you want it? And what? What's his angle?
Just take my advice and stay out of this, if you know what's good for you.
This is Tengen Toppa Gurren Lagann. The way, okay, minor spoilers for Tengen Toppa. The way the Spiral King was actually just protecting humanity from the Spiral, like, aliens. No. He thinks he's doing something good for us. He thinks he's protecting us, but no. No, this is not worth it. The ends do not justify the means. I refuse. Kay is innocent.
You know, this is so pitiful. It brings me to tears. Why won't you just give up? Things were finally going well.
I think I'm trying to give him like old Snake voice. I think Things were going well? Yeah, he's sweating. Yeah, I'm giving him Old Snake from Metal Gear Solid 4. Let's go, because he's 68 years old. Things were going well, you say? It's a strange way to put it. It almost sounds as if you personally wanted Kay to be arrested. You think he goes to a lot of rock concerts? Absolutely not. He doesn't even smoke. He's not even Chris Redfield in Resident Evil. He has no reason for a lighter, other than to burn evidence. Far more than necessary. Haven't you lost your impartiality? Oh! Straight up destroyed it.
You think so? That certainly wasn't my intention, you see. Edgeworth, my boy, you're reading too much into it.
He skillfully avoided the issue. However, I still have some serious doubts about Kay's arrest. Next, I ask him if the investigation was sufficient. You know, this is actually easier than Lada's. I can't miss even the tiniest piece of information. That's the only way to break through this situation. I like how I still have the K is not the culprit button. How much time was spent on the investigation?
You know, I wonder about that. I don't really remember, you see.
There is no way I can accept such a careless answer.
Like I said, I don't remember. My memory's not as sharp as it used to be, you see.
Sounds to me like that's grounds for you to retire, old man.
Sometimes I even forget my own son's name.
Well, I mean, me too, but that's besides the point.
I don't care about your idiot son. No, I don't either.
Well, we have that in common. I want your answer regarding the investigation.
Yes, he really is an idiot. Even though I don't remember raising him like that.
You don't remember raising him at all. You're probably a terrible father. There's no end to this. He just keeps on dodging the question. Let's try another line of attack to make him take me seriously. Was it under your authority? Is that why you don't remember it? Is a name other than Debeste? Yeah, the worst. It's hard to say that the investigation was sufficient. The arrest? Was it under your authority?
My. Do I really look that important?
The Prosecutorial Investigation Committee Chairman. It's quite a prominent title, and a mouthful. Not that I care much for it.
That was rather blunt. I'm so shocked, I could cry.
I'm sorry, flattery was never my forte.
If you keep talking like that, towards me...
Why? What are you going to do?
You'll never get your prosecutor's badge back, you know.
I don't want it! That would be terrible. I don't need my badge. I need the truth. Let me make this clear right now. Your empty threats have no power here. I do not live for the sake of my badge. Status means nothing to me. Do you understand? Plot twist. It was Sebastian. There you go. That's his name. Well, that would be very interesting because there's an episode after this. What would we do without him? I want Sebastian to totally come into his own and be an independent prosecutor in the next case, without the help of Justine, without the help of his dad. You know what? Maybe that's it. Maybe Blaise and Justine both go to jail, and whatever happens in the next episode is totally outside of them, which means that Sebastian's on his own for once. You know, I want to see that. I want to see him use his brain cells, rub them together, and see if any fire sparks without his dad's lighter, you know?
Young. So young. Let me teach you something as your senior in life. What you're saying right now, it's far too naive, you see.
The look in his eyes has changed. He might respond differently to some of my questions now. Oh, new mechanic? This is my chance. How long did you investigate? The best, the worst. Oil. How much time was spent on the investigation?
Well, aren't you an impertinent one? Even someone like me is starting to get annoyed.
So, yeah. So here's the thing. Solid Snake, Solid Snake's voice, if I may go on a voice acting tangent. It's different depending on which game you're talking about. But the one that I feel like he uses the most is his Metal Gear Solid 3 and kind of 2 voice, where you can hear it in David Hayter's interviews, where he's like, I felt my voice naturally going lower into a rumble, so that my vocal cords start to rumble on their own. So that way it's easier on him. So that's, if I want to do like a regular Solid Snake voice, that's what I do. But for 4, since he's playing an old man, it's more raspy, it's more like smoky, like he's got like lung cancer or something like that. Oof, unfortunate. So I'm kind of going for that, because that's old Snake. Metal Gear Solid 1, it's more like 80s action hero with like,
Meryl! Ocelot, what have you done with her?
something like that, you know? A little bit more harsher on the vocal cords. It's interesting. I say that a lot. But, back to the game. What a coincidence! I feel the same way. Answer me. Was the investigation sufficient?
Young folks always live life in the fast lane. That's why I like to bully them. You'll regret this soon enough.
Old Snake, like he's been smoking constantly and his body's aging. Nah, you think? Nah, no way. Oh, snap. I'm the one bullying you. Oh, he's back to the lighter. Let's wait and see.
Huh? You sure are quiet. Are you scared?
Ridiculous. I was just thinking about my next strategy on how to extract information from a weepy old man.
You should show some remorse, you know. Don't you get it? I hold your fate in my hands.
Yeah, we're on the right track. When did you get your hands on it? No, we're still waiting.
In any case, even if you obtain some information, there's nothing you can do. Just give up already.
Winnie says, by the way, asked about Sebastian's name. It's likely referring to Saint Sebastian, who was depicted with a bow and arrow. Oh yeah, I think I remember you mentioned it like once, maybe? Yeah, I like it, because it goes hand in hand, bow and arrow, with his Japanese name, which I believe you said was something to do with like knocking an arrow or firing an arrow. So freaking good. Like in the same way that Apollo Justice is named after a god, Athena is named after a god, Phoenix Wright's named after a mythical beast. Actually, this is right in line with Capcom's naming scheme. Sebastian. I can't praise the localizers enough of this fan translation. Jeez. I refuse. Hold on. What's that? What was it? Daga Kotowaru or something? Yeah. Daga Kotowaru.
Daga Kotoru.
I refuse.
Mind if I ask why?
It's simple. The truth is fading away. That's all there is to it.
I see. I'm starting to understand what kind of person you are.
Yeah, and if you spent time to know me, you could have saved time.
But you know it's all useless. It's enough to make me cry. Give it up. That girl's guilt has already been decided.
Decided? What do you mean? That's strange. The way you said that, it almost sounds like it was decided from the very beginning. Like by somebody else? Oh, this is gonna be a long one, I can tell.
What are you trying to say?
Her arrest was planned by someone. Yes, it's clearly unnatural. Everything is progressing as if Kay's guilt was predetermined. Wasn't Kay's arrest planned from the start?
I see. That's an interesting theory. But I don't have the time to indulge in your flights of fancy, you know. Why don't we put an end to this silly conversation?
Curses! He's trying to get away! Which, you know, I would be very hard-pressed to stop him because I'm behind bars and he's not. Before that, I must find out if the arrest was lawful. So here's the strat. Get him angry, then get him talking. It's still very faint, but I'm beginning to see the path to the truth. I can't let this opportunity slip by. I still have more to ask you. Please wait. There is still something I want to ask you.
I've grown weary of our little ta-ta-ta.
That's how you pronounce it, right? Ta-ta-ta.
Please keep it short, okay?
What's the basis? Because I feel like if I ask who, he's just gonna deny. If I put together what you have told me up until now, I cannot help but say that there is no basis for Kay's arrest. Yes, oh, you can still see, I just noticed his sprite. Oh my gosh, he still has water in his eyes right now. He's diving, he's swimming. I can see the water line like swishing around in there. Look at those physics.
Yes. I understand, you see. But you know, it doesn't really matter either way. You can't overturn her arrest.
How irresponsible. Do you still claim to be a man of the law?
My, those are some harsh words, you know. You know, you're starting to make me a little angry.
I'll say even harsher words. Wait. This doesn't feel right, but I'm supposed to keep talking when he's angry, right? Oh, no, wait, I'm not. We'll see. That's wrong. Obviously wrong. It's okay. We'll get back to it. Wonder what you're getting excited about. Can understand all the huge high spirit jump folks in the have. I could have sworn I'm supposed to press the issue when he's talking like that. I have no intention of letting him push me around. I will overcome this difficult situation. I still have more. Skip. What's the basis? It's skip. How irresponsible. Harsh words. I'll say even harsher words. No. Okay, I'm gonna actually take it back a little bit. I want to see what happens if I press the other issue. Because maybe maybe I need to have a different line of questioning before I get him angry. Yeah, we're going good. Is Manfred named after anyone? Not sure. Who was the one who made the decision to arrest her?
Well, I can't say if I remember. Growing old is a terrible thing, you see. My memory's not what it used to be, you know.
I don't have enough clues to proceed with this line of questioning. Maybe I should try another line of attack. Okay, so I have an idea of what I want. I should have waited there. Basis. We got plenty of time. Time, Dr. Freeman? Yes. Wait and see. Come with me and you'll see a world of pure imagination.
You see, to be honest, I really can't answer all of your questions, you know. That's just the position I'm in, you see. I'm a busy man, you know. You see, you know. You see, you know.
Aren't you just pretending to be busy?
That's cruel, you know. This old chunk of coal has been working like a dog. Pretending. Just what do you think that would accomplish?
You don't want to talk about it, do you? You don't want to talk about the case. Isn't that why you're trying to get away from this place?
How sad. Yes, how sad indeed. Do you really suspect little old me?
I do suspect you, and I'm confident about it. What you gonna do about it, huh? Huh? Cry to my mommy? I have none such thing. There was clearly no basis for Kay's arrest.
My, have you forgotten? Wasn't there evidence? The mask, the letter, and the corsage all were found in the girl's possession.
At this point, it sounds like they were planted on her.
Not to mention, she even confessed. All of this serves to prove a crime.
That's...
Any objections?
You'll bet I object. No, wait and see.
You see, you have no response.
It's true, I have no objections.
Although there is one point that bothers me.
I can't object. Objection is not the point. He wants me to. because I have no evidence. I can't show him any. That's not what I need to do here. I need to catch him slipping.
This man seems awfully familiar with the evidence.
That's true. I could assume that Justine told him, but for someone who's really trying to not talk about the case and get involved with it, why? When did the mask factor into all this? Yeah, that was me and Francisca talking about like, oh, whoever did this must have been a customer, meaning they would have a mask. We never said anything about the mask. We haven't brought it up yet.
To remember everything without missing a beat, that intrigues me.
Especially because he claims he can't remember.
This could be a useful clue.
More to ask. Let's go, let's go, let's go! Who made the decision? Let's go, let's go, let's go! Heal me up, baby, heal me up! Perhaps I should use that clue. You remembered all the evidence! Don't play dumb with me. Didn't you remember all of the evidence in full detail just now? We only just discovered how the mask where the mask came from. Yeah, so like, we never, at least me and Francisca, never said a single thing about how it factors into being evidence at all. We never submitted it into evidence. How does he know about it? Because it was planted. Stop pretending to be a forgetful old man when things aren't going your way. Now then, who was the one who made the decision to arrest her?
I see. You're a sharp one, aren't you? You know, I wish my son could learn from you. Because he is a real idiot.
I'm not interested in your son. There's only one man I'm interested in. Who made the decision for the arrest?
You're a bad man, you know. Don't you already know? The one who ordered her arrest.
Who? I might get penalized. I didn't want to just outright say Judge Courtney, but I had to make a decision really fast.
Huh? So you're growing silent. Does this mean I can go now?
I was too passive. No! Courtney. More! Ah!
You know, I'm a pretty busy man. I'll be heading back now, you see.
Oh! Shit! I messed up. It's okay. We'll do it over again. We don't have to start from the beginning, right? We don't have to start from the very beginning, right? Right? I can't give it up now. I have to stand my ground. The only reason I didn't impulsively say Judge Courtney is because... Oh wait, no, we're here. Yeah, we're good. Ta-ta-ta. Basis. The only reason I didn't say Judge Courtney is because up until now, it feels like she's just been saying, no, Kay's guilty. Kay's guilty. Don't worry about it. Kay is very guilty. It makes it feel like she's also not in charge, right? It makes her feel like the person who decided also wasn't her. But I only got two options. It wasn't Blaise, it seems like. Don't want to talk about it. Pretty good. I was doing so well up until now, actually. That's... No objections, Your Honor. Your dishonor. I'm still thinking about how that one, I'm still thinking about how that dub for Ace Attorney Season 2 anime has Gumshoe just straight up call the judge Your Highness, and nobody caught it. Your Highness. Oopa doopa. Alright, all my pieces coming at your face. Pew pew pew! I'm shooting them out of my chest gun. It's shaped like my hand. It's just a giant bazooka shaped like Edward's arm. It was Judge Courtney. Come to read. Oh, it was him. Gosh dang it, he threw me off his scent. I knew it wasn't Courtney. Okay, I was at least right about that. Jeez. Who made it? You hang out with the PIC, you start to think they believe they're royalty. Like they're the head honchos. Who do they think they are? I just met you.
I don't know you! That's my purse!
Why is he playing the fool? The person right in front of me. I am certain of it. One of those cases where because it was an option, I doubted it.
Ouch. You make it sound like I committed some kind of injustice.
That's what I've been saying!
Guess I'll have to clear that up. My honor's at stake here, you see.
Steak.
Very well. I'll continue to play along with you until you are satisfied.
What is most crucial here is how much this man knows about this case. If I can get him to reveal that... It's do or die. If I can overcome this, I'll reach the truth. You seem to know quite a bit. You seem pretty familiar with the case.
I'm a wise man, you know. I'm familiar with most things, you see.
I don't think it was very wise of you to arrest Kay in this case. Because you done hacked with my assistant. You done hacked with the protagonist of the game. The lighter is dangerous. If you're not gonna say anything, I'm not gonna say anything.
I'm a very busy man. I can end this conversation anytime I want, you know. Don't you forget about that.
This would have already been over if you had simply answered my questions. If you give me a proper answer, I won't take any more of your time. I will ask you once again, why are you so familiar with this case?
I read the case files, you see. Honestly, it was quite a drag, you know. But it's my job, so what could I do?
Oh yeah? Let me have a look. Show them me. Evidence is everything, right?
Because of my position, you see. I can't just skip out on it. Boo-hoo-hoo. Well, I had some time to kill, so I read the whole thing, you see.
Just said you were busy. That's strange. Didn't you just say you were very busy? Aren't your faults slowly coming to light now? If you truly wish to protect your position, I would advise you to rescind the arrest order.
You really are desperate, you know. That never say die attitude. It touches my heart.
Yeah, I'd like to grab that and squeeze it like a freaking fatality Mortal Kombat style, sir.
But you know, it's unfortunate that all your hard work was for naught.
We're there. We're close. I can feel it. You're one piece left.
Because we had discovered her unconscious body near the crime scene, you see.
Oh, where? What was the weather like at the time? Maybe? This is the first I've heard of Kay's condition when she was found. Yeah, all I knew is she came to my doorstep. She was unconscious in the storeroom. Where? Where? In the chest? In the chest?
Ah, that's right. The source of that information is classified, though.
This man knows things even I don't know. Does he know the whole story behind this case?
Somehow, some way. Look, man, all I want to ask, all I need to know is, all you gotta tell me is, was there some sort of investigation that you guys launched without me that came to that conclusion? Or did you fabricate it? Because those are the only two things that could lead you to knowing this information.
This could be a useful clue.
About Kay. The suspect, regarding Kay. How much do you know about her?
She's the suspect in this case. That's all I know, you see.
Lies?
Scouts on her.
Perhaps I should use that clue. Don't you know the whole story? The truth, the whole truth, and nothing but your bots? Okay, Auntie Chow, thank you for the raid. Welcome on in. I'm Miles Edgeworth, attorney chicken at law. I hope you're doing well today. Thank you for the raid. Were you playing more Xenoblade Chronicles 3? I was just talking about, if so, I was just talking about earlier how I love the voice acting in that game. I've just been looking at clips. I watched a scene with, forgive me if this might be spoiling you, but a scene with like swimming and a certain character saying, the difference is you're an arsehole. I love her. I love her now. Thanks for the raid. Can we get a shout out? Oh, Final Fantasy 14. Well, I hope that went well too. Well, regardless of what game you were playing, I hope you had a good time. Thank you, Chibi, for shouting out Kayani. Welcome on in, Distant Hollow. Blade Vancer. Thanks for hyping up the raid, or coming with the raid, which one? Shadow Stormrider, for the 3D printed all their cases. That's me and my Raspberry Pi cases. What's up, Shadow Stormrider? Miss Winerib, thank you for the resub. Welcome back to the Chicken Coop. Grab an SK Comfy. 12 months, a year. Has it been that long? I remember when I was playing Skyward Sword and you were coming on by. Thank you, Winerib. It means a lot. Hope you enjoy the emotes. Grab a nest, get comfy, and welcome on in, everybody. Hydrate. I do need it. Thank you, Haru. Yeah. Raspberry Pi. Welcome on in, Chaotic. Welcome on in, everybody from the raid. We're playing Miles Edgeworth, the game that didn't come out. Investigations 2. So if you don't want spoilers, feel free to drop on out. But if you want to stick on by, enjoy the voice acting, because that's what we do over here. And we're also chickens. So, you know. Pollo. Something you said feels out of place. You know about things the crime scene investigation never revealed. Why is that? Just how much of the truth you know? Suspicious indeed. Azura, what's up? Nice fifth. Nice shows.
You're making that forceful face again. You know, it kind of makes me want to do the same. Like this.
I don't care if you're capping me. Always comfy, always enjoying. Thank you, Wine Rib. I'm glad you stuck around for this long. I appreciate it. Nice 6th Wine Rib, nice 7th Blade.
You really are a persistent one, you know. But I can admire that, you see.
I will take that as a compliment.
Can't you give it a rest already? At my age, my body's not as strong as it once was, you know. You know, I'm going through microwave hallways and whatnot. But there's no one else who could be the culprit besides her.
Weepy old man.
She was even given that much evidence to show that she committed the crime.
Given? I'm sorry, given? Given? Why is this not immediately a gotcha? What the do you mean? She was given evidence, you say? That's an odd choice of words. Given? Yeah, like, dude, Chad is freaking out. Like, you're admitting your guilt. It almost sounds as if she did not possess them under her own will.
Oops. Gotcha. I see. You really do have a fine eye for the details. As expected of a former prodigy prosecutor.
Sasuga Keiji Desu. Kenji, sorry.
You've already found your answer, haven't you? I'm listening, so go ahead and say it. There's no need to hold back.
I have finally wrenched open the heavy jaws with the truth. Now, all that remains is to strike the final blow.
K's not the culprit? K is not the culprit.
My, that's a rather bold claim, you know. Anyone can shout objections at the top of their lungs, you see, Mr. Former Prodigy Prosecutor.
I shall break through this with that clue. The true culprit was someone else. That's not a clue. That's just what I've been saying this whole time. Kay was framed. The true culprit is pinning the blame on her. That is my answer. Oh, God, your beard. It was on fire for a second. Good thing you cry so much.
Yes. You're a clever one. It almost makes me feel bad that your prosecutor's badge was taken away, you know.
Well, that's fine. I can take one of those, right? Well, that's why he keeps the goggles, to collect the tears. Just in case he needs to extinguish the flames.
Yes, it's as you say.
In fact, his eyes aren't filled with tears. His goggles are not filled with tears. They're filled with those, like, was it mercury or whatever? That they used to have in old fire extinguishers that were just, like, glass bulbs. That's why he's crying all the time, because his eyes are irritated.
Yes, it is as you say.
Checkmate. The duel is over. I'll be taking your blue eyes white dragon now. Logic chess complete. Price is not blind over that. Maybe he is. You'll never know. I mean, Ace Attorney, Apollo Justice. How you doing, Azura, by the way? Welcome on in. Hope everybody's doing good if you just came on in. Yes, hopefully I've demonstrated my shtick here, and if you'll have me, I'll be your in-flight entertainment for the rest of the night. So, let's go. You arrested Kay, even when you knew of the existence of the true culprit? Don't toy with me. There is no such way such an act would be tolerated.
You sure are green, you know. That's what a prosecutor is supposed to do. It will all work out fine if we make her guilty.
They're just admitting it at this point. Can we record this? There's a camera. Please tell me it's still on. Please tell me we turned it back on after Patricia Rowland turned it off. Oh.
Who would desire such a resolution? If I had to say, maybe the PIC, and also, maybe me, you know. When I heard your words just now, I could barely hold back my tears, you know. It was just going so splendid, you see, and it burns me up inside. Yeah, fire, burn. I'm not the most perfect piece of work, you know. I ain't the sharpest tool in the shed, so I can't forgive such youthfulness. You say the truth is important, but you know, once you know the real value the truth holds, I wonder if you can still say the same thing.
What are you trying to say?
When you get to where I am, you can just create your own truths anytime you want.
No repercussions? What do you think you have? Diplomatic immunity? We've been there, done that.
Kay Faraday is the culprit. That was a truth that I simply manufactured out of thin air. Good. Very good. That face, that expression, that... You were such a desperate one, you see. That's why I really wanted to bully you, you know. You see, even if you know the truth, there is simply nothing you can do. And that's the real value of truth. So shocking that it's to die for, you know.
Why won't you pursue the true culprit? How much of the truth do you know?
Do you understand now? The truth that you believe in is worthless, you see. Do you understand what I'm trying to tell you, powerless former prosecutor?
I know. How is there no power that be that is willing to keep you in check? How is the PIC, how do they have any power? Who approved this? You know, cutaway gag to the judge from regular Ace Attorney. You know, like, hey, could you sign this into law real quick?
Prosecutorial investigation. These are too many words. Now just sign it.
You.
Ooh, scary. You know, I guess the friends of a heinous criminal are also quite heinous themselves.
Blaise, you.
And like this, you see, one more person will disappear before me. Ah, here come the waterworks. These tears of mine just won't stop, you know.
Hey, you get back here. I'm not done with you.
I just need a...
Everything will be decided in today's deliberation. Kay's innocence, I will definitely prove it.
Oh, we don't even need a save point. We're just here. Okay, well, yeah, let's go. Who are all these justices? Who are these people? I have never met them before in my life. Oh my god, Blaise looks huge. April 6th, 8:30 a.m. Grand Tower, PIC meeting room. Actually, before we do this, give me just a second, everybody. I need to take a little break. So, get up, stretch, have a little snack. Don't worry about it. And I will now fade out of existence. Actually, I was talking about girls. Hot. Hi, I'm back. Nothing is broken. Everything is okay. Keep calm and keep objecting. What's up, y'all? How's it going? Akira Dolce, welcome on in. Balthus the Wolf, hello. Hey, Drewby, what's up? Nice hot dog. I mean, what? April 6th, 8:30 a.m. Oh, wow. Early morning for me. Grand Tower, PIC, meeting room.
10 members are present. The quorum has been met.
Oh, quorum, that's a word. That's a word that I've been seeing all too often lately.
From here on out, let the council begin.
Am I on trial? Kangaroo court. I need a lawyer.
Today's deliberation shall be about Miles Edgeworth's attitude and ability as a prosecutor. Let our members discuss this matter with a clear conscience of the goddess of law.
Am I using a different mic? No, it should be the same. Do I sound different? Oh, now I'm a little self-conscious. Let me think. Should be the same. Do I sound different? Oh, I think it's the same. I think it's the same. I'm not sure. Maybe you're using different, more high-end than usual. I don't know. Maybe that's just the effect of the fact that I got a wisdom tooth pulled in over the weekend. So now, like, maybe my voice has been altered irreversibly. Oop. I don't know. I think I'm the same as usual though.
A clear conscience. Don't make me laugh.
Ha. Goddess Allah. Yeah, no. I got a little Pollo boy here that specializes in killing gods. Kirby, get on out here.
Pollo!
Courtney, please give us your report.
Wisdom teeth twinsies. Did you just get wisdom tooth pulled as well? Did we all just like decide last week was wisdom tooth week or something? It's funny, the last time I got a wisdom tooth taken out was 10 years ago. And all of a sudden, my dentist is like, yeah, yo, let's take the last one. You know, you thought you evaded the law this long? Well, now you're guilty of causing cavities. Oop. On April 5th, Prosecutor Edgeworth carried out an illegal investigation and resisted arrest. He was arrested by 2 of our members who caught him in the act, myself and BLAISE Debeste. Won't that make you not impartial judges? Prosecutor Edgeworth disrupted the investigation of attorney Jill Crane's murder. He claims that the culprit, Kay Faraday, was arrested without sufficient evidence. Even now, his claim remains unchanged.
Tell us more about the murder incident.
Isn't Kirby confirmed to be a god? Yes. On April 5th, the victim's body was found here in the PIC meeting room. Regarding the details...
I, Sebastian Debeste, the best prosecutor, will enlighten you.
Oh no. Oh no. Oh no, anybody but him.
That's it. No, I confess, I'm guilty. I don't want to listen to him another word. The prosecutor in charge, Sebastian Debeste, will explain the rest of the details.
The murder happened on the night of April 4th. The victim was one Jill Crane.
Somebody's wearing a blue badger mask. I can't. Oh no, the auction's being held. I can't. This is what they look like. Oh no. Oh no, this is ridiculous.
On the same night, a black market auction was being held in this very meeting room. I guess Miss Crane was taking part in the auction. Yep.
Guess? The murder occurred in the middle of the auction, did it not?
When Miss Crane was found, she was dressed like the conductor of the auction. However, based on the fact that the auction continued after the murder occurred, I deduce that Miss Crane could not have been the conductor.
Thank you for summarizing everything we've figured up until now.
You weren't the one who made that deduction.
Sebastian, please show everyone the basis for the arrest of this culprit. Well, the basis is we got raided by Common Rider. Common, you're bursting in with the evidence, right? Give me the evidence. Not that they care much about it.
This court.
Looks unnerving. Kinda does, Weenie. Brad, what's up? Welcome on in. Let's start the countdown. Look at that. Raid message and shout out all in one. Now that's dope. That's multitasking. Good looking at. So Brad, what's up? Common, Miku, welcome back. Hey, wait, you shouted out as well? Now wait a minute. Ooh, you were playing that new SD Gundam game. How was that? Is it like a strategy game? Here's the thing. I want to play more Gundam games, but they all seem to be real-time strategy games or like third-person shooters, and I don't really play either of those that much. Strategy games never. Third-person shooters not that much anymore. So like, that's why I'm excited for that first-person Overwatch Man style Gundam game coming out. Hopefully it's pretty good, but welcome on in. Hope you had a good time. Brad, thank you for the resub. Welcome back to the Chicken Coop. 48 months, man. Grab a nest, get comfy, and enjoy.
Enjoy.
Yeah, 2 years of good times. Let's go. Plays pretty good, huh? I gotta take a look. Hope it was a good time, Common. Welcome on in, everybody. Very fun. It's like a mission sim, like Monster Hunter. You got me interested. I'll check it out later. Welcome on in, and you know the deal. I do voices. I'm a chicken. Let's go. If you don't want spoilers for Ace Attorney Investigations 2, now's your chance. And with co-op, it's just Monster Hunter, isn't it? Sebastian, please show everyone the basis for the arrest of the culprit.
You got it, Justine. Kay Faraday was unable to bear the weight of her good conscience. Yes, this is me bearing the weight, showing you what she wasn't doing.
The physical demonstration is not necessary, Sebastian.
All right. I believe you
mean her guilty conscience?
Yes, it was her guilty conscience that drove her to confess the crime. According to her confession, on the roof of this building, she met a figure in a red raincoat on the viewing platform.
So, Crane was wearing the red raincoat?
You watch this game, you don't have to play it. Perfect, Common. Yes, that's correct. The culprit used the conductor's clothes as a red herring to mislead us. At the time of the murder, Miss Crane was wearing a red raincoat.
It was I who discovered the raincoat near this building.
When?
He did. I'm sure it was the forensics team who found it.
To be more precise, it was the forensics team under Sebastian's orders who discovered it.
I thought as much.
Time for a rebuttal. Where's company? Nice ninth. How you doing?
According to the blood analysis, the person in the red raincoat and Miss Crane were the same person.
That's not what the blood analysis means. It just means their blood was on it. I'm taking crazy pills.
The decisive evidence is the culprit's own confession. She testified that she killed her. That's right. The culprit is Kay Faraday. It couldn't have been anyone else but her.
Well then, Edgeworth, if you have any objections, let's hear them.
Objection? I have no objections.
I see. It seems all the fight's gone out of you after your little overnight stay.
Objection! I have no objections to your claim that I investigated illegally. I admit to that. However, I object to the claim that the K is the culprit. Oh, you see what we're doing? They thought that I tried to argue my own innocence. Like, no, I can't prove that. I wasn't illegally investigating, because I was. I put the screw in the tuna. But Kay is innocent. I will testify that Sebastian's investigation was fair and just.
Of course it was, Justine. Don't you know that I'm the fairest of them all?
What the heck do you think you are, Snow White? More like not so bright. Ah!
Edgeworth, my boy, despite how things may seem, I actually kind of like you. If, and this is just an if, you see, if you were to withdraw your objection, you might be sitting on this side of the bench tomorrow.
Why would I want to be there? That's the furthest I want to be away from anything right now.
Oh. I'll ask you one more time, Edgeworth. Do you have any objections?
Wait a minute, Brad. That's a sub for 4 years. Math is hard. It's all chicken scratches. Brad, do not discount yourself, man. 4 years. It's been that long. Yeah. Don't take me for a fool. No thanks. The PIC's full of buttheads. You got that right, Chibi. Operation Parlov, welcome on in. Thanks for the raid. Welcome to Ace Attorney Investigations, too. Hope we're doing well. If I may ask how you found me, I'm a VTuber, I suppose is the word for it. I'm a chicken. I like to play voice acting games, and you found me playing one of my favorite series, Ace Attorney. How's it going? Optimistic Renegade, welcome on in. Hey, hope you're doing well. Oh, I see some
Metal Gear.
Colonel, I like that. I like that naked snake emote right there. Did somebody put you out to this? Been in here before, mostly lurking. Yeah, welcome on in. Yeah, I see from the first time chat little badge you got that Twitch gave you. Lurks are still appreciated, absolutely. Appreciate lurkers, they are the backbone of any stream community. I appreciate that you came on here with some Metal Gear. We're actually going to be streaming Twin Snakes on Friday because I already streamed the PS1 Metal Gear and I'm long overdue for some more. I may be in the mood due to a certain stream friend. So welcome on in, everybody.
Colonel, I'm trying to stream some games, but I'm dummy thick, and the clap of my ass cheeks is alerting all of the raid targets.
Finally, someone who can challenge your snake impression. Well, I will say, I'm doing less of a good old snake impression. I'm trying to do that for this character right here, because he's been a little bit of a raspy old butt to me. He sounds like he smokes, but that's because his beard is on fire sometimes. You know. Oh yeah, welcome on in. Great impression.
Well, thank you.
Meryl. Welcome on in, everybody. Enjoy the show, and yeah. So here's the story. If you guys want context on what's going on, I'm Edgeworth, who is usually one of the antagonists of the Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney series. I am a prosecutor. Well, I was. Right now, at this point in time, we actually turned in our badge because this prosecutorial investigation committee decided that I'm a bad prosecutor because I look for the truth and use evidence and stuff. So they want me out of their hair. And I'm just like, you guys suck. You're not here for justice. You're not here for truth. I'm here to expose your corruption right here, right now. Try me. So here I am. Don't take me for a fool. Also, I'm kind of doing like a sort of Cam Clark Liquid Snake voice for Edgeworth, but not really. Liquid Snake is straight up British, but Edgeworth, I'm doing more of like a mid-Atlantic accent. I'd advise you to watch what you say. Her voice, I'm doing British. This man is the one who should watch what he's saying. I'm talking about the case, not about a chair. I demand a testimony. By all means, let me hear it. I want to know how the PIC understands this case.
A testimony from us, huh? Fine then, if that's what it takes to make you happy. Courtney, given the materials from the investigation.
Sir, but that's...
It's the end of the line for him. I'll let him go out in a blaze of glory.
If you insist, Mr. Chairman. I get evidence? Oh, I'm so happy. It's, only the backbone of our law system. Thanks for the follows, by the way. We do have anonymous follow. Oh, they gave me all the evidence. I wonder if there's anything new. I noticed some things are in a different order for some reason. But it looks like it's all the same. Oh, I wonder if they tampered with anything. I gotta watch out for that. Letter looks the same. Liquid Snake. Dear brother, it's not over yet, Snake. I live on through this arm. Admit 1, 4/4/1928. Looks all the same. There's so much we haven't used yet, huh? Oh, now that I know that this evidence is probably fake, that ticket stub though. I have doubts on whether she even bought a ticket. Yeah, okay, everything seems the same. There is a victim of murder wearing a white suit jacket, a corsage, had some gloves. All right, well, let's listen to the testimony, huh? Have I seen that? Yeah, I have, Parlov. That video of Liquid with the big chungus. The way they simulated the loading times of the PS1 and the FMVs perfectly. Oh, geez. I sent that video around to some Discords the other day because a friend of the stream just finished Metal Gear Solid 1. It was the perfect opportunity. Nice shot!
Why don't we have Courtney give the testimony?
I have no objections.
Mr. Edgeworth!
Don't worry, Kay. You just watch from over there.
Let's go!
Summary of the case. I freaking love Cam Clark's voice. Like, I know he did a lot of, like, cartoon voices back in the 80s and 90s, so just hearing him in anything, I'm surprised he isn't hired more for voice acting nowadays. Like, what's wrong? He's, like, so iconic. Miss Crane went to the black market auction as a customer. The red raincoat was one of the items for auction. We believe that she left her seat after winning the bid for it. There is no sign in front of it, I doubt that. The only exit from the storeroom is the hatch that leads to the viewing platform. Miss Crane went out to the viewing platform where she was attacked by Kay Faraday. That was how she met her end, and that concludes my summary of the case. Kind of looks like she doesn't want to give the testimony. You love David Hayter talking about Doritos Loco Tacos, then Cam Clark making a response video. Oh yeah, the one where it's like, oh yes, is that a nice hat? Something about Taco Town, Taco Village. Oh yes, Snake, good job. I see you've made a name for yourself. Got a job in anything. The tacos are us. I forgot, I need to watch that again. The red raincoat was up for auction. Is that a fact? It is quite likely. The red raincoat had been a piece of evidence in the assassination attempt on the president of Zhengfa, as you well know. I am familiar. Originally, it should have been stored in the appropriate place, but when I asked about it, I learned that it went missing. And it somehow made its way to the black market auction. Certainly a natural conclusion.
My. Well done, Courtney. Your explanation is as clear as ever.
You're a big boy now, Snake. I am much obliged. Prosecutor Edgeworth, will you concede defeat now? No. You just gave me my tools of the trade. Big mistake. He's a cocky boy. Cocky boy. Sorry, but I don't plan on it. I see. I am relieved.
Relieved? What does she mean?
Means she's just a puppet of the PIC. She doesn't believe any of this is right either.
Come to think of it, her reasoning for questioning me yesterday remains a mystery. Just what is she thinking?
Rebut.
Summary of the case.
Hearing bids for $12,000 for the big murder coat. Here I hear $12,000. Can we make it 13? Comes with pre-blooded coat. Yes, that's right. It's got evidence right on it. You want this coat? You gotta have this coat. I hear 12,000. I hear 13,000. Can we have more than 13,000? Can we 14,000? 14,000 for the woman in the blue coat. Oh, I see. There's and 18,000. We've got 100,000. A bit of 100,000 just flew on in from Zhengfa. I wonder who that could have been. Shi Long Lang? Anyway, let's press. So if you haven't seen an Ace Attorney game, this is how it goes. Somebody gives testimony, you present evidence to the contrary. You just have to weasel it out of them. Either way, at some point, They slip up. They say a lie, or they're mistaken, but lies beget more lies. We start to unravel that thread, and it all falls apart. So, you're saying that a member of the PIC was involved in illicit dealings? Parlov hasn't seen the David Hayter and Cam Clark videos. You gotta see them. They're definitely on YouTube. Brad, if you can post a link, that'd be great.
Regarding that, I have no response. He's right, you know. After this hearing is over, we're going to have to clean up our act.
A splendid decision, Mr. Chairman.
Now, it's only natural, you see. There's no need to flatter me, you know. But you know, that has nothing to do with you at all, Edgeworth.
Wind blowing in her head, no thoughts, head empty.
Because by then, you won't even be a prosecutor anymore, you see.
I'm already not a prosecutor now. Thank you for the link, Brad. Y'all can watch that if you want. It's perfect.
Well, now that this tearful business has been cleared up.
Literally your homepage? No way. Yes, sir. I will continue.
Doctor, release my pain inhibitors.
So, the red raincoat was also up for auction. Imagine someone in the black market bid making a bid for some crap to get our hands on evidence of a crime they've done. Well, this is for evidence that's already been used and the trial's already been decided, so I don't... Like, if it wasn't for the black market, they would have just let the evidence rot in the evidence storage lockers, so, like... I still don't understand why there's a pressing need to sell the evidence. Like, who is obsessed with me that much? I know! Wait, I know who's behind the PIC! It's... Wendy Oldbag! She stole all my evidence and she's selling it to fund her Edgeworth fan club! Oh no! Yes, it had belonged to Shelley the Killer. A souvenir kind of way? Now that would be messed up.
Based on the circumstances, we must consider that it was an item up for auction, you see.
Huh. That was what he wore when he targeted the president of Zhengfa.
It was a mannequin that was positioned unnaturally amongst the stolen goods.
Yeah, it had to have been wearing the jacket. I knew I didn't recognize those booba.
That may have been where the red raincoat had been put on display.
Did they have to use a booba mannequin though? Like, Shelley the Killer definitely do not got booba. Do you know how the goods were procured?
Oh, bag! Oh no!
We're currently investigating it, but it's none of your concern, Prosecutor Edgeworth. Soon you will be nothing more than an ordinary individual, and then you will be finished.
It seems the results of this deliberation have already been decided.
Enough about me. Please continue your testimony. Since the raincoat had been up for auction, we believe that she left his seat after winning the bid for it. Why would the victim immediately leave his seat? That had to do with how the auction was conducted. It seemed that after the winning bid, the winner was required to pay for the item immediately.
That matches up with Miss Hart's testimony.
And we're drawing it out of her to make sure she doesn't lie about it. We believe that Miss Crane paid for her bid for the raincoat, and then immediately tried to leave the auction, wearing it apparently. The only exit from the storeroom is the hatch that leads to the viewing platform. That's wrong. Elevator. The victim was a PIC member. Couldn't she have also just left from the meeting room? If she had done so during the auction, then its existence would have been revealed to the public. You know what, that's true.
Since Miss Hart knew about it, it seems the cat is already out of the bag.
I guess the heart is already out of the larder. Maybe she had to use the bathroom, I don't know. Why is it suspicious to leave? She got what she wanted, right? The customers were required to enter and exit from the hatch. Miss Crane was simply following protocol. Considering where the murder took place, she must have tried to leave through there. Went out to the viewing platform, yeah, made about it.
Hold it!
Why would Kay do such a thing? Dear brother, we intend to question her about that later.
Later? That seems to be your favorite time for interrogations, as in never. If the culprit was aware that the customers were required to exit from the hatch, it would have been easy to lie in wait for an ambush.
And why do you think Kay knows about it?
Miss Crane was attacked when she was leaving the hatch.
Stepping away for a little washy-wash. That was how she met her end.
Hold it! Met her end? What do you mean by that?
She passed away, or to be more precise, she was murdered.
Now wait a minute, wasn't the story so far that she was murdered in the PIC meeting room? And now you're moving it all to like up on the rooftop, click, click, clip. She got murdered. Oh shit. And also, yeah, no holes in the jacket. Reminder.
She was murdered. The candelabra was one of the items in the auction. Therefore, Kay should not have been able to get her hands on it. If she was able to lie and wait for the attack, she must have known about the storeroom. If she sneaked into the storeroom during the auction, she could have obtained it.
Now, if we only had some way to know for sure where the candelabra was during the entire auction, you know, how about it?
There is no such evidence. My apologies, we hope to find that evidence soon.
Edgeworth, it's too bad, you know. It seems you won't be able to use this line of attack.
The victim encountered the culprit on top of the roof and the crime occurred there. According to her reasoning, the murder took place at the viewing platform. But was that really the case? Some piece of evidence must tell the whole story behind it. I should try looking again.
Well, first of all, actually what I want to do is save. It's gonna look like I'm quitting, but I'm gonna go right back into it. I just want to save. I just want to save the progress. I just don't want to enter a situation where my life bar goes to nothing and then I have to like restart every time. From save point. But I'm thinking, present the jacket because it. Well, you know, her testimony doesn't say she's wearing it. That's the problem. We have evidence that shows she's wearing it. But how do I prove? I don't know, the fact that there's blood in the meeting room. That's how she met her end. Attacked by Kay Faraday. What do you think, chat? Is it the statement that she was attacked up there? Or is it how she met her end? You know, that's too vague. I think it's this one. I think it's this one. I think it has to do with refuting the idea that she was attacked, but I feel like I want to press this more. There's not enough to go off. Like, how do I prove that she was not attacked? Let's look at the evidence. Let's look at the evidence. Let's look. Oops. Let's look at the evidence. So there's blood in the meeting room. So we know that something caused her to bleed down there. There's also the blood in the hidden lift, which corresponds, like, I think that also matches up. I want to say it's the blood on the lift. Never played Ace Attorney. Which one should you start with? I'd say start with the first one, Ace Attorney Phoenix Wright, because it's the simplest one, and it's actually still a really amazing game. It's still one of the best in the series. It's just that the games get more complicated and sort of escape roomy. That's how I describe Ace Attorney as a series. It's sort of like deconstructing an escape room, like working backwards, you know? So I think yeah. So okay, let's see what else we have. Miss Crane went out to the viewing platform. Like, just thinking out loud, what I have a problem with is them saying that she went up and got killed up there. But there's so many things wrong with that. Like, are you gonna make the claim that she was wearing the raincoat? Or are you gonna claim that she was wearing the white suit? Like, they said earlier that she was wearing the white suit. Is this your evidence? It's a photo of someone in a red raincoat. It has nothing to do with frickin'... You can't prove it's Justine. You can't prove it's frickin'... Introducing you to your new wife who says, under my heaven, Justine Courtney. I mean, pretty good, actually. Pretty good. I'm gonna say the blood on the lift. No. Just Courtney, could you take a look at this piece of evidence? I'm afraid I cannot accept that piece of evidence. I do not believe it has any relation to my testimony.
No!
As I expected, she's nothing like Sebastian. However, I will not back down so easily.
The best place to start is the beginning. Oh, be careful what you say. You might attract Sebastian Debeste. I have issue with this. Where's your evidence that Miss Crane went up? Because this is the only evidence I know about, and it doesn't show anything that identifies Miss Crane. Objection! It just shows a figure. Let's work from there. Judge Courtney, I have found it to be strange for a while now. Why is Miss Hart here with us? Oh, actually, yes, why? She is an eyewitness to the case. Isn't it only natural for her to be in attendance? Aw, shucks. I reckon I'm more of an ear witness than an eyewitness. Well, she's also a photograph witness. She may not have photographic memory, but she has photographic photographs. So I can tell you too. Look at this photograph! It seems that gaining the trust of others isn't your strong point, Judge Courtney. Perhaps I simply do not wish to be as tactless as you. You enjoyed Zero Escape? Oh yeah, if you know Zero Escape or Danganronpa, Ace Attorney is probably right up your alley. Maybe even more so, I'm not sure. Depends on how much you tolerate anime. Because Danganronpa is very anime. This one is more manga? It appears you have failed to get the witness to tell you the most vital information. Please, look at this photo. This was taken by Miss Hart. Every time I look, it makes me laugh. This photo seems to be taken in the storeroom. And what of it? You do tolerate anime. Very good. Pretty good. Just like one of my Japanese animes. Can I get a Brada love in the chat? Alkan. According to your reasoning, the incident took place on the viewing platform. However, Miss Hart encountered this incident in the storeroom. That's right. It had taken place just before this photo was taken. Oh, yeah. The blood on the ladder. The blood on the ladder proves that she was killed, or Crane was killed by whoever was wearing the coat and climbed up.
Wait, if that's true, then Justine's reasoning.
Exactly, it does not hold up.
What?
Miss Hart, allow me to ask you again. Wow, whose trial is this? Now we're just requesting testimony. You saw the person in the photo with your own eyes, correct?
I sure did. I seen him plain as day with my own two eyes.
And what did you think at the time?
I figured I was about to get me a big scoop, you know?
Please don't say you know. I've heard that too many times today.
I guess that makes sense.
Ahem. That's not what I meant. What did you think of that person?
Huh? Well, I reckon she'd help me bring home the bacon.
Are you mocking me?
Ah, shucks. Don't make that scary old face. It was just a harmless little joke. The person in the red raincoat, I reckon they were the culprit.
I hope you understand now. The crime occurred in the... I can tell by the music I was not going to be taken seriously. It was worth a shot! Yeah. Look, Lotto, I know we've had a lot of differences in the past. You say that you saw me shoot somebody one time. It was just that one time. You know, we're friends now, right? You'll testify for me now, right? Prosecutor Edgeworth, I cannot understand your argument if you do not say it out loud. If you had simply asked, I would have been more than willing to explain. Explain what? The sounds Miss Hart heard may not necessarily be related to the case. So what? What happened during the black market auction? Do you have evidence? That is impossible. Enough of your excuses. Was the voice that Miss Hart heard really that of Miss Crane? Oh. Voice changers. You can't tell.
Such a shady conversation must have had something to do with the case.
What did her voice sound like?
Her voice? Well, beats me. How's I supposed to know? They're both using them voice changers.
Yes, the voices Miss Hart heard had been altered by a device. We must therefore question whether or not they have any bearing on this case. What did they say? What did they say? Humph. Or maybe the fact that they were using voice changes incriminates them? You need not object just because you wish to sigh. I can and I will. Objection! Judge Courtney, it seems I have greatly overestimated you. Oh, that's harsh, Edgy. I thought Courtney was a good egg.
No. Courtney is quite amazing, you see.
You can imagine Sebastian popping his head in a room when he hears his voice, when he hears his name, like, somebody call for me and not now, Sebastian. I object to your face. Parlov's gotta catch some Z's. Oh yeah, no problem, Parlov. You know what? I gotta follow you back. Thanks for raiding on in. Hope you had a good time, and good to meet ya. Good to finally meet ya. I'll check you out some other time. Until then, have a good rest, and thanks for that raid. Yeah. Ba-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da. You claim that the sounds Miss Hart heard have no bearing on this case. I'll be back. No problem, Parlov. Yeah, you know, maybe on Friday, Metal Gear. Even if they do not, it doesn't change the fact that the crime took place in a storeroom. At the very least, the crime must have occurred before the victim went up to the rooftop. The reason being, this evidence proves the crime occurred before the victim went up to the viewing platform. I will point at the... Wait, question. I have to ask this question because I am colorblind. Is her palm red, or is their palm red, whoever's in this photo? Because I was going to point at the letter with the bloodstains from the luminol. It's actually a huff, not a sigh. You know what? That's right. Courtney doesn't know the difference between a humph and a huh. Exactly. Hand is red? Alright! Thank you, worst company. I was suspicious of it. And I'm like, I should have asked the chat just to make sure. Because to me, it could have just been a shadow. Jeez. At first, I thought the person in the red raincoat was the culprit. Oh, there could be blood all over that coat, but because it's red, you wouldn't notice.
Well, Miss Hart's testimony certainly made it sound that way.
Precisely. It was because he saw that person's hand was covered in blood. Didn't notice till I asked? Yeah. Anyone who heard her testimony would have arrived at the same conclusion. The person in the red raincoat was the culprit, and the blood on their hand was the victim's. However, if the person in the red raincoat was the victim, then the situation changes completely. Since blood can be seen in this photo, it must have been taken after the crime occurred. It seems we've been under the wrong impression in regards to the victim's condition. This photo shows the true condition of the victim. The victim was the conductor, struck the culprit, was still alive after the attack. Hold on now. I'm getting all flip-flopped around. Because they keep going back and forth. I'm like, alright, the person in this photo, is it Crane? Or is it the conductor? Is it Crane? Or is it the culprit? Like... So it sounds like Edgeworth is actually claiming that... Well, just going by what he's saying, I think he's actually claiming that this is a photo of the victim, and that can only mean the victim was still alive. And that's why there wasn't that much blood. The victim was definitely attacked in the storeroom. Immediately afterward, the victim was seen with blood on her hand. That must mean the victim was still alive even after she was attacked. The blood on her hand must have come from her own wound. Yeah, I got it. I got it. From the way that Edgeworth is talking, it's... So he's agreeing with them that the photo is of Jill Crane.
No way! Are you saying that she died from a hand injury?
No, that is not the case. I suspect that she just held her hand against the wound. It can't be seen in the photo, but at this moment, she must have already suffered a fatal wound. Are we going with that? I want to look at the jacket. Does it have holes? Oh, she might have put on the jacket to hide the fatal wound.
Oh, if that's true, then it changes a lot of things, you know.
It seems you understand. This refutes all the allegations against Kay. Kay encountered the victim after this picture was taken. I believe at that point in time, the victim was already on the verge of death. It's likely that Kay just happened to be present when the victim reached the end of her strength. That is quite the coincidence. Indeed, I can only say that she was at the wrong place, at the wrong time. Question is, why was she even there? She can't answer that because of the amnesia. I feel like there's a whole part to this case. Like, can anyone... Thank you for the hydrate.
Is a bucket.
Can anyone, remind me? Can anyone in chat remind me? Ow. When I loaded up the save at the beginning of the stream, did they say that this was the end? Or did they say this was the middle? Because I haven't... Or not really when I loaded at the beginning, but when I... The last time. It was the middle? Yeah, like, there's still so much we don't know. No, I mean... I know there's an episode after this, but I'm saying that I don't know if this feels like it might be the end of this specific case, of this specific episode. So we haven't used all of this evidence. We still don't know why Kay was there. So what's going on? This can't be done. This can't be done now. Indeed. Wrong place, wrong time. Prosecutor Edgeworth, it seems you've forgotten a crucial fact.
Ah, you mean that, right? He must be pretending that he hasn't noticed it, you see.
What did you say? Are you implying that I forgot something?
Courtney, I think it's about time that you gave him his last rites.
Hey, Pops! Justine's with me, you know?
Red herring evidence? Ace Attorney doesn't do that. That's what I'm so confused about.
Don't order her around like that!
You know, even though you're my son, you're so embarrassing.
Solid Snake, you're not. Big Boss, he tries to be.
I'm not embarrassing!
Oh, look at that. Like father, like son. They both are big old crybabies. I just noticed the resemblance. I'm sorry, but you're both rather embarrassing.
Justine, give Mr. Edgeworth his, what is it? Light brights?
Very well. I shall give him his last rites.
Yeah, that!
Yeah, I would assume that we're nowhere near done here. Edgeworth's contradiction. The reason I'm wondering is because I want to get to a save point soon. And I feel like if I was to finish this case right now, I'd have to go through all the, like, the post testimony dialogue and just ending stuff. But no, there's no way. When the body was found, there were 3 wounds in Miss Crane's chest. I'm sure you're well aware that what kinds of wounds these were, right? Yes, she was stabbed in the heart with 3-pronged candelabra. Is there any person who could survive such an injury? Please take a close look at the autopsy report. Can you still say the same thing after reading it? Why is she pointing that out?
Well done, Miss Justine. With this, Mr. Edgeworth will.
I will offer a rebuttal, of course. Of course. Who would I be without a rebuttal? What I wanted to say was, I have a sneaking suspicion Justine's trying to help us. So what's going on here? Burn mark on victim's hand. Yo! Wait. Have I been allowed to actually see the contents of the autopsy report? Because I feel like before maybe I haven't? No, I think I have. I think I have. It's just all this, the head wound, the burn mark. Where are they? Where'd that come from? I will offer a rebuttal, of course. The session is long. Do we think there'll be a save point after this?
Why would you do that? Didn't you hear just what Justine just said?
Of course I did, and I still plan to object to it.
It's not fair! You're always opposing me at every turn. I thought you were a prosecutor. You're supposed to be a defense attorney if you're getting judged.
I cannot understand your incoherent babbling. I'll just let him cry it out. There. It's fine. Just pat him on the back. There. It was never my intention to oppose you.
Huh? Really?
It's simply not worth my time.
Oh,
I see. So that's how it is. Yep. After all, I'm...
That's enough, you know. You're embarrassing your father, you see.
I'm embarrassing my father. What? What do you mean, Pops?
da-da-da.
Edgeworth's contradiction.
Body was found. Okay. All right. I will do one more testimony. No matter what happens after this, I will do one more testimony because if I'm hearing this right, there's still way more. So let's do it that way. And what I want to ask, for anyone who's played this game, has an idea. Would y'all think it would be a nice kind of chunk of stream, one stream, if I were to save after this, and then after that, try to finish the case from there? Would you say that would be a nice kind of chunk of roundabouts? Or would it be too short? Because I'm thinking about how to plan tomorrow's stream.
3 wounds. That sounds rather painful.
Look, Sebastian, just start being on the wrong side of the law and we won't have any problem. You can check. Please do, Windy. I need to be able to... Here's the problem with Ace Attorney. I can't really plan how long each part takes, so I just kind of have to wing it. But if y'all can give me some insight, that'd be nice. I might even need 2 streams after this? Oh my.
Indeed, we must punish the culprit accordingly.
Like, would I fit the remainder of the case in one stream? Yeah, like, even if it has to be 4 hours, I'm okay with doing 4 hours tomorrow. Maybe even 5.
Kay, do not listen to what she says. Judge Courtney, please continue your reasoning. Very well. She had 3 wounds.
1, 2, 3.
Stab wounds.
Why don't you ask Sebastian instead?
Of course, Sebastian knows all about it. I don't know why it was so hilarious to me that Sebastian walked in. Like, his animation was literally like, hop, hop, hop. I don't remember ever seeing him do that. Like, huh? Did somebody call for me?
Yeah, I know everything.
He obviously is lying.
Sebastian, maybe you should sneak a peek at the autopsy report, you know?
Let's see here. The fatal wound was caused by the candelabra. Ooh, so that's how it was.
Ahem. The cause of the wound was just as Sebastian said.
What was the point of that?
Hold it! Not that!
So the cause of death was a stab wound to the heart. Is that correct? Yes, the candelabra pierced right into her heart.
Since this was Dr. Young's medical opinion, it must be the truth.
Why does that feel off to me? Maybe Dr. Young was bought? Maybe bribed? Maybe she's under the PIC too? Like, the fact that she didn't let me look into it at all. Maybe the head wound was pre-mortem. We have to update this autopsy report. We need another autopsy. Oh my god. We're gonna update it on them. Update it. Okay.
The coroner's medical opinion follows my own opinion, therefore it's perfect.
It's not how that works. I certainly cannot ignore the autopsy reports. However,
Hey, don't ignore my opinion.
However, if the cause of death was a stab wound to the victim's chest, wouldn't it contradict what that piece of evidence?
Ooh, he's totally ignoring me. Justine, say something.
yes, I will not allow you to ignore my reasoning. Any person could survive an injury. Boom, ba-dum, ba-dum, boom, ba-dum, ba-dum. At the very least, we cannot be certain that she died instantly.
Even if she still had a little...
Even if she still had a little bit of life left, I doubt she would have held on for long.
Hey, I wanted to talk.
Shut up, Sebastian.
Okay. Can people survive after being stabbed in the chest?
Depends if it actually pierced their heart, because that is not good trauma. Like, yeah, like live technically for like a minute or a couple of seconds, but survive, I doubt it.
In some cases, maybe they can, although maybe they can't.
Very good insight, Sebastian. Oh my goodness, Ray, come in here with a round of applause for Sebastian Debeste. Oh my goodness, what a good input to this testimony. I'm so glad he talked.
So in the end, which one is it?
No such human exists. If you think they do, then first, I mean, maybe they have a prosthetic heart. You know, like one of those mechanical hearts, and maybe it's resistant to stabbing. I don't know. Take a look at the autopsy report. Okay, I'm reading in chat how much longer we got. I think we're good. Yeah, I think we're good. Because Ace Attorney's been pretty good at chopping up the recesses into like 1 to 2 to 3 hour chunks, like 2 give or take a little bit. So I think if after this testimony we leave it, then I'll be in a good place to wrap it up next time, I hope. But we'll see. According to the autopsy report, the stab wounds to the left chest caused the fatality. Correct! The autopsy report itself is the foundation for my reasoning. In other words, I just had to shatter that foundation, right? I don't find that amusing at all. I look forward to seeing you try. Shatter it with eggs! Throw it at him! Oh, you just threw them all on Edward's face. Come on. Nevertheless, please take a close look at the autopsy report before you make a rebuttal. Why does everyone want me to take a look at the autopsy report? Show me that your reasoning is not just mere conjecture. Very well.
Mr. Edgeworth?
We'll be fine, Kay. There's nothing for you to worry about.
Evidence that the victim was alive after the incident? If I could just find that, Kay would be.
Take that, Courtney. Wow. I mean, it feels like the obvious thing would be a present autopsy report to the statement that asks to take a look at the autopsy report. But, let's see. Cause of death. Wounds to the left chest. Here's what I'm thinking. I don't see anything that says the time that death was immediate. It just says estimated. So it's one thing. And then head wound post-mortem. Maybe somebody just like bought them on the head for some reason. Maybe there was still a fight after, but she was already dying. But from what I see, from what I see, it doesn't say immediate. Okay, I think maybe I have to find the statement that says death was immediate. Should I have a problem with it? Exactly, because there's no problem at all. In that case, you should have refrained from speaking in the first place. Look at Edward. You see his eyes right before he got like... No! I don't think it was left a good impression. All right. Okay. We're fine, Kate. Just don't worry about it. We're not good. Stab in the heart. Anyone can survive. I mean, seems like there could have been a 2-hour window. No. Okay, let's look at all the evidence. All the evidence. Okay. So that was just me being like, clearly they're talking about the autopsy report. But let's actually take a look at the evidence. Anything that proves they could have been alive. Rand Tower. I don't like that evidence because now that we know it's fake. How about the keycard record? Oh, well, yeah, it says 12:52 a.m., but estimated time of death was midnight? Midnight? No, how could she have used it when she was dead? Judge Cody, could you take a look at this piece of evidence? I do not believe it has any relation to my testimony. I think. Okay, let me get back to where everything was from the beginning. The situation. Let's look at the situation. Thank you, Onslaught. The situation they're saying is, when the body was found, there were 3 wounds in Miss Crane's chest because she was wearing the white suit and it was found in the PIC room. She was stabbed in the heart with 3-pronged candelabra. Is there someone who could survive? When are they saying the stab occurred?
Hold it!
So the cause of death was stabbed into the heart. Dr. Young's medical opinion. The cause of death was a stab wound. So Edgeworth is thinking there's something weird here. This statement? Stabbed in the heart with a candelabra. We know, well, we're going with that happened. But there's a piece of evidence that says that's not the case. So one thing I've been thinking, and that's only if right now they're claiming that this was on the roof when she was wearing the jacket. I've been thinking that, like, why doesn't the jacket have holes in it? If they're going with that, which is why I'm confused in the first place, like, I don't know, I don't think they went back on it. I think they're still agreeing that she was wearing the coat, she went up, and they're still saying that's when they got stabbed. So why are there no holes? Objection! There we go. You gotta go like a couple of statements deep for that one. Object to this. Oh, I did, Onslaught. Ooh, you had to work for that one. Jeez. I like Ace Attorney. Fun. Chairman Debeste, do you know what this is? I'll give you a hint, it's not a muffler.
It seems to be a red raincoat. How about it, Courtney?
The victim, Miss Crane, was wearing this earlier. When she got stabbed? Prosecutor Edgeworth, must I repeat my explanation to you all over again? I suppose it just might come to that. Judge Courtney, answer me this. This red raincoat was stained with blood. Do you happen to remember where specifically those blood stains were located? Of course I do. They were on the hood. Wait, it can't be. I've been trying to point towards this for a while now.
Huh? What does this mean?
Means your evidence sucks. Did you even look at it? Judge Courtney, are there any other blood stains besides the one on the hood? None were detected. Don't you think it's strange? The victim died from a stab wound to the chest. In that case, there should have been blood stains on the front of the raincoat. However, the only blood they found was on the hood. This is a huge contradiction! The wound on the victim's head is no ordinary wound. After all, the victim sustained this wound before she was stabbed in the chest.
It does appear that way, doesn't it? The victim first suffered a head wound. If she had already been stabbed in the chest, the raincoat would have been stained with blood.
Oh, so they're tying the hood to the head wound. Yes, okay, we're casting doubt on the autopsy report. Thank you, now I have a place to go off of.
Therefore, it is unthinkable that her chest was stabbed before she suffered the head wound. So the order of the wounds would be first the head, followed by the chest.
And then the burn mark? I don't know. We're not even sure where that happened.
However, does that really change the situation?
With this, a contradiction is born. One that overturns all of our assumptions up until now. Do you hear it? Do you hear its crying baby form? Oh, sorry, that's just Sebastian over there.
Nobody's paying attention to me. Is the change really that great? I look forward to hearing it.
Pony rubbing them brain cells together.
Well then, this contradiction, why don't you show to me with evidence?
Which piece of evidence shows the contradiction that arises from the order of the wounds?
Scoop babadoop boop babadoop bat scooby dooby dap babadoop bat. I feel like it might be this. The victim's letter being covered in blood but not stabbed through. Because this way, it gives a place for that blood to have come from. And yet it still explain how it was found on her without holes in it. Now, before I present that, let me see if there's anything else that makes sense. Continued after Kane's murder. Maybe this one too. Because if it wasn't actually a murder, if it was just like getting bopped on the head, like the auction could totally just continue. I feel like that's less... That's more of a stretch. Meeting room blood. Was it left there? Blood on the lifts. Maybe it's just blood too? Oh god, maybe it's the photo. Maybe it's the photo because she... Whoever this is. If it was the... It's hard to tell because the coat's red. If it was after the head wound but before the murder, then why is there blood on the hand? I guess because they grabbed their head? Or maybe they're just talking about how now that we know the wounds are wrong, are in the wrong order, what we were told was a lie? This seems like the plainest answer. Head wound postmortem. No.
Take that!
This is the autopsy report, written by Dr. Young.
I've learned by now. I've learned by now if there are many things that could be, but only one thing that can be. You point to the thing that just says it's different from what they're talking about.
This is the autopsy report written by Dr. Young. Yo, update that shit. According to this, the head wound was post-mortem.
But that's not what the raincoat shows.
Exactly. It is the exact opposite.
I found out what that thing is called, by the way. When the gavel hits the thing, what that thing is called, that little podium, it's called a sound block. Where are you getting that?
Bailiff, hurry and summon Dr. Bonnie Young at once.
What? You're actually humoring me and not just blindly admitting to the PIC's demands?
Until we hear what she has to say, we cannot close the curtains on this case.
Yes, ma'am. Understood.
We're still not saving.
Dr. Young is a busy person. It will take some time for her to arrive.
Yeah, apparently just a sound block. It's not even shaped like a block. It's shaped like a circle. They should call it a sound cylinder. Sound podium.
In the meantime, let us try viewing this case from another angle. There's something that's been on my mind. One of the key figures in this case.
Okay, we'll go one more testimony.
The conductor. We still don't know who that person is.
Thanks for the hydrate. Sound that.
Now that you mention it,
Even after our investigation, we still have no idea who it is.
The conductor has come up time and time again during this hearing. However, at this point in time, their identity remains a mystery. How about it? Do you have any ideas? Wendy Oldbag, that's my final answer. I'm still not sure at the moment. However, there is someone I have in mind, Larry Butts. A certain individual involved with the case who might know something about it. Just one more testimony then, even if it's not the same. Just one more. One more.
Who's that?
Blaise Debeste. I demand your testimony.
What?
I'm sorry that my voice cracks every time I do that, but it feels right.
Don't say such a stupid thing. Why would you suspect Pops?
It was Debeste, in the raincoat, with the candelabra. Are you trying to cast suspicion toward the chairman of the PIC? I sure ain't casting a fishing line. Do you understand what that means? Status and prestige mean nothing before the truth. That man is trying to pin the crime on Kay. This evidence that was in Kay's possession, the ticket stub, the mask, the corsage, these items did not come into her possession out of her own volition. By some method, that man purposely planted them on her personage. A lot of peas. It's hard to believe such an sudden accusation, but I'll ask just in case. Why would he do that? Obviously, to direct suspicion towards Kay. I succeeded in drawing out those words from him earlier. Mr. Chairman, your response? He's gonna deny it. Are you too shocked to speak?
And what of it? Perhaps you didn't hear me. I said, what of it? You say that you drew out some words from me, but you don't have a shred of proof, you know.
I didn't write it down. The recording from the jail! You were standing in front of a camera!
No one heard it but you. It just doesn't work like that, you see. Or do you have something else? You know, some kind of basis for your argument.
This confidence. He already showed it at the cell.
He must have... The camera must have been off. Prosecutor Edgeworth? I would like you to explain once more. I trust we have your permission, Mr. Chairman.
But of course, I'm pretty interested in this matter myself, you know. I'd like to know just what part of me seems criminal to Edgeworth. There's no one as honest as I am, you see.
How can he say that with a straight face?
Let me say this with my face. Let's start from the top. The fact that the auction was held in this room is a cause for suspicion. This is the PIC meeting room. I imagine it would be difficult for non-members to enter.
That's why all the members have key cards, you know.
I think we can assume that multiple auctions have been held here before. Therefore, suspecting a member of the PIC would be...
Debeste!
Yes. Because the conductor had to have been a PIC member.
Wait, no!
You what? What was that all about?
What do I do, Pops? I just helped the enemy!
That's a good thing, Debeste. You're finding the truth. That's what a prosecutor does. Very good. I pat you on the head. I would, but then that hair seems like it might be sharp. It might be a hook. Like a little question mark. I do like that he has a suit jacket. He's just not, like, wearing it properly, you know?
Sebastian really is an idiot, you know. But you see, Edgeworth, I'm not the only one who had access, you know.
About how long is left? Lay it on me. Lay it on me. I just want to know if the portion after the save feels like it could be one stream, or it might need a little padding. Indeed, there are 11 members in the PIC. Well, now there's one less. Even if we rule out the victim, Miss Crane, there are still 10 potential suspects.
It's not me.
Oh yeah, I kind of did just accuse everyone in this room.
But it couldn't just be the chairman, right?
Well, not accuse, but like, hey, look, if it's not any of you all, then who is it?
I don't know who it is, but whoever it is should just come forward.
Yes, everyone, just calm down, you know. Edgeworth, is that all you got? Where's the evidence to suspect me? Oh, so you've fallen silent. But you've all gone too far, you see. I won't forgive you anymore. It's too late for regrets, you know. I'm a very important man, you see. Former chief prosecutor and chairman of the BIC.
With how many times he calls his son an idiot, it makes you go, all right, I can kind of see how you turned out the way you did, Sebastian. Yeah, that's like actually abuse. So, okay, that's really good, Wendy. So, I think, yeah, definitely. Maybe not even after this testimony, but I don't know. I'll find a good stopping point. We'll see.
It's fine if you're not prepared to face the fire, you know. Because you see.
Had more time to talk to Tat. Thank you, Windy.
Either way, it won't make any difference.
Oh God, his eyes!
Did you see those eyes? Like, freaking all swollen from crying so much.
You've been rambling on for quite a while about the most trivial details, you know. Like the location of the murder, the order of the wounds, and what else was there? It just doesn't matter, you know, because you see, none of that means anything, you know. You see? Think about it, you see. You've got the suspect herself saying she killed the victim, you know. That's all, you know, that matters, you see. She'll even, you know, get a lighter sentence with her confession, you know.
Testimony just called, I'm gonna bully ya. Yeah, he likes bullying, don't he? No bully!
Now then, if there are any contradictions, be my guest.
That was a short testimony.
How can that be considered a testimony? There must have been a contradiction somewhere.
That person, he's very important, isn't he?
Yes, Kay, he's very important. Now, go back over there.
Mr. Edgeworth, it's all right. Let's just give up. Surely I must have killed her. I can't even remember it.
Don't be tied down by your muddled memories. If you want to believe in something, believe in your own innocence. Believe in me, who believes in you. I used to know how to say that in Japanese. Shinderu.
Hold on. Omae wa shinjiru. Ore wa shinjiru. Hold on. My hiragana is all.
Ore wo shinjiro. Omae wo shinjiro. Ore wo shinjiro. Let's go.
But
Shinjite. Something like that.
My opponent is the PIC chairman. Taking him down won't be easy. However, he has underestimated me. If I can take advantage of that.
All right, Miku. I don't know if you're still here, but thank you for coming on by. I'm sorry. I was really into it. Thanks for coming. Please get some sleep, and thank you for being here. Don't stay up too late. I won't. It's fine. Just one more testimony. I swear. Gotta finish Lucajin's Ace Attorney. Yo, I saw Lucajin started a playthrough of Dual Destinies. Oh, I'm excited. I'm excited because I don't have that much desire to play that game again. But if she's blind on it, I'm like, oh, it's gonna be so fun. I don't want to spoil anything about that game, but I will say, if you do replay it, there are things you will notice, or at least things that you're supposed to notice. I don't know. So, things that you will know ahead of time because you've played the game already. So I do want to play it again, just not right now. Anyway, bully me, Debeste senpai.
Hold it!
If these trivial details create contradictions in the case, we cannot call it the truth.
It's fine, as long as the rest of the case makes sense, you know. Every case is going to have a small contradiction or two, you see.
Yeah, this is why juries need unanimous decisions in America.
But if we get bogged down by the details, we won't be able to arrest the criminal. Trials will go on forever, you see. You of all people should understand, you know.
What's wrong if it takes a year if we find the right answer?
I don't, that's why I'm asking you.
Ah, young folks these days. Anyway, you were rambling on about stuff.
Like the location of the murder, the order of the wounds, and what else was there?
The autopsy report and the questions about the conductor. Were you even listening?
Talk is cheap, you know. I was listening, you see. But I didn't think much of it, you know.
You didn't think much of it, even after I brought up all those issues. Perhaps your judgment needs to be questioned rather than my ability as a prosecutor.
That's a good one, Edgeworth. But you see, just doesn't matter, you know. Because you see, none of that means anything, you know.
How can you say it doesn't matter? Are you trying to suppress the truth? Are you trying to sing the lyrics to Sonic's theme song from Sonic Adventure 2?
Well, you see, it just doesn't matter who's wrong or who is right.
I knew it!
Doesn't matter as much as you say it does, you know. You see, Edgeworth, you're only saying it matters to avoid the real issue here.
Eh? No, I'm saying issue. Suspected, blah, 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 blah. That's not a viable witness. It may be true she confessed, however, that does not make it the truth. She is suffering from memory loss, so we must question the credibility of her testimony.
Objection.
Ah, now I understand why I was told to make the voice raspy. Wow, it took this long for me to hear him say objection? Jeez.
Objection.
Well, now I'm glad he's Old Snake. Yeah, Sonic's theme song is the same lyrics in both Adventure 1 and 2, but different song, but same lyrics. Weird, right?
Even if you say that, you know, it still won't solve anything. What good will it do to deny her confession? Sounds like nonsense to me. Wanna try asking her again? I think she'll just say that she's the murderer again, though.
Very well. Let's try asking her again. One last time. I'd like to hear from Kay herself, whether or not she's the culprit.
Huh? From me?
I've been telling her to believe this whole time. I hope she's finally convinced herself.
Will that be alright? If this goes poorly, it will be quite unfavorable for you. I do not mind.
Edward doesn't care about himself. He cares that Kay believes in herself.
However, I shall ask Kay the question myself.
I'm moved to tears, you know. Oh, how touching, you know. How very touching. Fine then, I'll let you ask her. However, I have one condition. If all this proves to be a waste of time, then that will be the end of it. How's that sound?
The end of the hearing?
Yes, yes. It seems you can be smart once in a while, Sebastian. In other words, you see, if she confesses again, Kay Faraday will be found beyond a shadow of a doubt. Guilty. Yup, it's a fine idea.
Guilty beyond a shadow of a doubt.
See, here's the thing. If you already have been doing that, if you've already devoted yourself to calling her guilty, this changes nothing. This changes nothing about you. This changes nothing about what you've been saying. You're just repeating yourself over and over, thinking that it'll bully me into submission. You don't know me. You don't know me, sir. You think you're a flash fire, you're just a spark. Spark with no kindling. You'll fade away. You'll fade away just like all the other villains, man. I swear it. And I will prove this as Edgeworth. Edgeworth. Envoy of the truth. I don't know. I wanted to give myself a cool title. McPatches, thank you for the raid. Patch again. What's up? How was it? Can we get a shout out from McPatches? Thank you for the raid. We're trying to wrap up on this piece of Ace Attorney Investigations 2. Spoiler warning, if you don't want spoilers for this game that never got released in America, feel free to drop on out, but welcome on in. I'm a chicken, I play voice acting games. Okay. I try to make that shorter every time I say it, but, you know, it doesn't make the raid any less significant. Hope you had a good time, Patches. Ocarina of Time! Oh yeah, that's right! Y'all, Big Patches is playing Ocarina for his first time, and we actually just finished Ocarina of Time last week. So I'm glad that I get to watch someone like McPatches 3D playing it for their basically first time. Like, they never got past like the first section of the game before. So I'm having fun whenever I'm able to watch. So, you know, go check him out. Thank you for the raid. And welcome on in. Fire and Shadow Temple? 2 at once, let's go. Oh, that's interesting. You did the Shadow Temple, so that means you also did the bottom of the well, right? Oh, that is interesting. I didn't even know you could do them in that order. Whoa. I guess Ocarina of Time is more open-ended than I thought. Wow, you just taught me something new about the game. Oh, and the Water Temple. Never mind. I thought you skipped it. Dude, you're blazing through it. Heck yeah. Congratulations. Man, I gotta watch it. You did all those in one stream. Now I feel bad, because I took a whole stream to do the Water Temple. Oops. Alright, okay. Well. Thank you for coming on in. Tell me a little about it, but welcome on in, everybody. Context, if you want it. This guy sucks. He's trying to get our friend declared guilty of a murder. And I don't know why. I don't know why he's so hell-bent on it. But, like, he's saying, like, oh, if you're wrong, if you can't prove me wrong, then she's gonna be guilty. I'm like, that's what we're trying to prove, man.
Yeah, that's right.
That's harsh, but either way, if I do nothing, she'll be declared guilty.
That's what I'm saying. Okay.
Yes?
I know what I'm asking you is unreasonable, but please, I want you to answer me.
This guy sucks? Well, yes.
It doesn't matter how tiny it is. Do you remember anything? Anything that would prove your innocence?
Why? Why would you go that far? For me? I can't do it. I'm sorry. I'm too scared to remember. Because I might have done something even worse. If that were the case, I would only make things worse for you, Mr. Edgeworth.
It can't get any worse than this, Kay. We have to move past our fears.
Kay Faraday must have been a despicable criminal. Someone who betrayed your trust.
Don't worry. We've only known each other for a short while, but I know you very well.
Oh, we got the music. We got the music. We got the initial D. Can we get a deja vu? I just been in this place before. I am on the street.
I'd even say that I know you better than yourself now that you've lost your memories. You cannot possibly be the culprit, because your true identity...
Oh, I gotta present the badge. I'm gonna present the badge. The badge is evidence. I gotta present the Yatagarasu's badge. Let's go.
The great thief, Yatagarasu. The Yatagarasu is a noble thief who would never stoop to murder.
No. It's useless. After all, no matter what, the memory still remains. This image stuck in my head. I just can't get rid of it. It means I must have...
Hold it! There's no clear evidence to prove that you're the culprit, besides your own confession. The words that come out of your mouth are your own destiny. I do not care the slightest what happens to me. If it makes it worse for me,
then so be it. I want you to go free. If you are truly innocent, this is your chance. Kay, remember what I said. You must believe in yourself. The Shinjiru Shinjite. Or perhaps you cannot trust my words.
No, that's not it. It's because you are trying to save someone like me. You've already lost so much, all for my sake. I can't bear it anymore. Please, please just give up.
I see now. I thought it was strange. The reason you were acting like you wanted to be found guilty was because you were concerned about me. That is just like you, Kay. Hey, that's my sad music. Sorry, Ray, I'm borrowing it for a little bit. I hope you don't mind. What the hell? Patches only did 2 temples. Oh, okay. You did, that stuff last week. Got it, okay. Well, in that case, still, congratulations. Hope you've been having lots of fun. Anyway,
It's because you're a good person, Mr. Edgeworth.
Deshemi, what's up? Welcome to Sad. Can we get those cry emotes in the chat? F in the chat. Unfortunately, I may fall short of your expectations. I am not trying to be a good person. I don't roll like that. I'm not Phoenix Wright. No matter how much you may want me to give up, I keep trying to save you. That is the nature of who I am. Whether or not it is a burden for you is none of my concern. Okay, believe in yourself once more. You are a noble, great thief. What you should be doubting is your memory of committing the murder. That is my wish. Above all else, please. Okay. What is it? Do you remember something?
If she remembers something now, it'd be like a bad movie.
Nah. It's like anime. Get in the Saibon. Bull? Bull, it's okay, you can swear. You're with adults. Bullshit. Bullshit.
Bull.
Paul? Prosecutor Edgeworth, please ask her to clarify. Okay, what do you mean by bull?
I remember now. The person in the red raincoat had that with her.
Her?
Huh?
The stuffed bull doll. I'm certain of it.
Is that true, defendant? I was gonna say that. Hold on.
Yes, Your Honor.
Kay! Are you back? Are you here? Give us a sign. The court hereby accepts the defendant's statement as a new piece of testimony.
Objection. Quit messing around, Courtney. A testimony like that cannot be accepted, you know.
Your objection has been noted, sir. However, testimony about the victim's belongings has been lacking up until now.
What? You know, no wonder.
Why? Evidence has been lacking up until now.
Objection.
Bullshit.
Nevertheless, you know, your vague memories cannot be trusted, you know.
Your memories are vague. That would be bad for us as well. Didn't you say this earlier yourself, Mr. Chairman? Since we had the suspect's confession, we don't need to worry about the trivial details. And now that it's not our confession, look at your blaze. It's just nothing but a spark of hopelessness. If we decide to doubt her memories... Go, Courtney, go! New waifu! You can convict me any day. What? Then we must also doubt her confession, which is the main foundation of our case. Are you willing to do that, sir?
You're right. Well, never mind then. I shall leave it to you.
Thank you very much.
We did it. It was touch and go for a while there, though.
Look at that. I never even presented anything. It's just press. This is why I press everything.
However, those words are just Courtney right now. It almost just feels as if she's on our side.
Prosecutor Edgeworth, do you know anything about the stuffed animal? The stuffed animal Kay spoke of must have been this. We found it in the storeroom. It is believed to be one of the items for the auction. Oh, we finally get to investigate it in 3D.
This is...
Huh? Do you know something about it, Justine?
No, it's just a bit different from what I imagined.
Indeed, it's certainly not what I would have expected the victim to be carrying. Let's examine every suspicious-looking nook and cranny.
So all the evidence that we know left that storage room. The candelabra. This bowl. Finally, we get to look at the horn. What is that? Why is there like a grain? No, it's a pedal. So it was outside. Okay. Was this always red? Actually? Did they have different color hair before? Oh, wait. Is this just stained red with blood? Anyway, local chicken gets convicted. Mortal 11. Oops. The right horn seems to be fine, but the entire balance feels a bit off.
This horn, it looks like you can move it.
Move? What? What? Here. Is it a recorder?
What was that buzzing sound?
It seems this toy is equipped with a recording device. Is it playing back?
I knew you were who you were right away.
Wait, they're using voice changes, right?
I knew you were right away. You can't hide that bird from me. Silence, huh? I've been waiting for my chance to get revenge all this time.
Is this the moment of the murder?
Who could have recorded something like this?
Stuffed animal data updated in my organizer.
This is! There ain't no doubt about it. This here's what I heard.
Oh, thank you, Lana. We cannot verify when these voices were recorded. It's also possible that they aren't related to the case at all. If only we had some video as well. Maybe it's also a video recorder, I don't know.
The plot thickens.
The members of 1010 from No Straight Rose were at the scene of the crime as well. Oh yeah, you know.
Loading shit.
Bloody shit.
That was baby voice for a little bit.
That's hogwash, I'm telling you. That right there's the conversation that I heard. The victim was holding on to it, right? I reckon it must have been recorded when she got attacked.
That certainly is a possibility. However, your testimony alone is insufficient.
It's not alone, it has the frickin' bull.
I require something with a little more credibility.
We never looked at the pedal. Can I look at it?
A cherry blossom petal is stuck in his soft fur. According to Kay's story, this had been dropped under the cherry tree. So it's no wonder that a cherry blossom petal had gotten caught in there. And the hole? The left horn is missing. Although I am curious as to the whereabouts of the missing horn. Even if we were to find it, repairing it would be no easy task. Maybe. I require something with a little more credibility.
Again, her words. It almost sounds as if she's trying to give me advice.
Judge Courtney, there is no mistake that these voices were from the incident. Please record the audio that was recorded by the stuffed animal. I knew who you were right away. You can't hide that burn from me. If we compare this part of the recording with a certain piece of evidence, we can prove it.
This evidence shows that the recording took place during the moment of the crime.
a burn mark on her hand. The autopsy report? And exactly what part of the autopsy report shows that? This part of the recording. Oh, what? Okay, this is not how you usually present a freaking autopsy report. Burn mark. So that was not post-mortem at all. I remember clearly what the voice said. You can't hide the burn from me. On the victim's hand, there was a burn mark. Do we know anyone else with one?
Indeed. It just happened to match up, you see. But what of it?
I'm saying, yo, any of y'all in the PIC? Do any of you have a burn mark on your hand?
Actually, we do. It's part of our initiation rite. It's like a fraternity hazing or something. We all burn our hands.
Oh. Unless Debeste burns his hands. According to case testimony, the victim had been holding the stuffed animal, and it just happened to record a characteristic of the victim, namely the burn.
That's just a coincidence. I mean, it could happen, right?
A burn mark, and somebody has a lighter? You don't think maybe it has something to do with... Oh, wait. Okay, I'm not sure how much we're still doubting of the autopsy report, because we know the order was wrong, but it's the burn mark... Wait, what? Wait, burn mark and victim's hand. It doesn't say when it happened. Never mind. If the burn mark was post-mortem, then maybe Blaise did it to prove, to like, throw suspicion off of him? I need to look at Blaise's hands. Are they burnt? I do not think so. It is hard to believe that this is all simply a coincidence. The voices on the stuffed animal were most likely recorded during the incident. One of these voices must belong to the true culprit. From what we've heard, it must have been the one who was doing most of the talking.
What's the point? In the end, we still can't tell their gender identity, you know? Or gender or identity. Or their gender identity.
Indeed, because they had been using voice changes. It can't be helped. It seems the situation has become quite clear. The conversation Miss Hart overheard was between the culprit and Miss Crane.
That's what I've been telling y'all from the start.
And I'm just gonna say this, just thinking out loud. Ace Attorney, the culprit is always somebody we have to meet earlier for it to like have an impactful meaning on the court, on the proceedings, you know? So, like, unless we meet somebody new and they go through a whole character arc right now, I'm gonna think it's Blaise. And from this, we understand a new fact. Please enlighten us then. I trust you have no objections, Mr. Chairman.
Do what you want.
According to Miss Hart's testimony, just before the incident, two people came up from the auction hall using the lift. It must have been the conductor and one of the auction guests. They probably went there to settle the payment after winning a bid. And then, it was there that the crime was carried out. Since the auction continued after the crime took place, we are led to a single truth. This is a new fact that we have arrived at. The culprit is the conductor. The culprit is Jill Crane. The victim was the conductor. The culprit is the conductor. Since the conductor was the only one who could keep the auction going, we can conclude that the deceased victim could not have been the conductor.
Justine?
Please be quiet here, okay? If the conductor was not the victim, then they must have been the culprit. Please wait. That alone is insufficient. The fact that this is a fan translation makes me think, how much of this is references? Because this feels like it's a reference to a line from Sonic 06, where Shadow the Hedgehog, I don't even remember what they're talking about, but he points to Sonic and goes like, yes, but that alone is insufficient. Of course, even I do not intend to rely only upon the process of elimination. What's wrong, Blaise? Have I lit a fire in your heart? Certain traces left at the crime scene lead me to believe that the culprit is the conductor. Well then, please show it to us. What were the traces left at the crime scene that led me deduce the culprit is the conductor? Dun, da, da, bo, do, 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 da, 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 da. It's all the blood. That's all here. I think it's the blood. I think it's the blood. I don't know if it's the blood. Oh no. I'm doubting myself. I'm doubting myself. I think it was the fact that the victim was dressed up in conductor's clothes to make us think, to come to the conclusion that Jill was the conductor. Whoever was the actual conductor put the clothes on her in order to throw us off the scent. So, it's the... I think it's the conductor's clothes. This is the piece of evidence that shows the culprit is the conductor. No. Okay, hold on. Simplify. My brain. Something left at the crime scene. I can only think the blood. The blood. Which blood? Is it the meeting room blood or the hidden lift blood? This was not left at the crime scene by the conductor. This seems just careless. I think it was the meeting room blood? Because it would hide the blood that was dripping from the top by just being a bunch of blood. Like, it would just, the blood would be lost in the blood. Right? Yeah, let's go. Super D Hero, welcome on in, Potato. The culprit purposefully left a large amount of blood in the meeting room. In doing so, we were led to believe that the meeting room had been the scene of the crime. It was a ruse by the true culprit to hide the blood that had fallen from the storeroom. Yeah, blood. So we wouldn't find out about the existence of the black market auction, correct? Yeah, because whoever was running the auction doesn't want people to know about it. Indeed, if the culprit had been unrelated to the auction, there would have been no need to do such a thing. Ergo, the culprit could have only been the conductor. It was Von Karma via time travel. Oh, if only, I wish. I wish I could blame everything on Von Karma. In some ways we can, but not this one. Well then, do you have any idea who the conductor might possibly be? The auction hall is at the PIC meeting room, and furthermore, there's a storeroom above it. The conductor must have been, at the very least, a member of the PIC.
So, in other words, you suspect me, I take it?
Well, yes. Naturally. Isn't it natural to suspect you, the one with the most authority in the PIC?
Objection.
Wow, I can't believe this case is that long, that this is still not the end.
You are quite capable. I'll give you that much at least. But you know, like I said before, you're far too naive. You have nothing, you know. There's no evidence that proves I am the culprit, you see. If by some chance you do have evidence, then why don't you present it?
Ugh. I have evidence that Blaise is the culprit. I don't.
Blaise himself has suggested that he is the criminal. He's been showing that strange self-confidence for a while now.
Because he thinks there is no evidence.
He knows there's not a single piece of evidence left behind to incriminate him.
That's why we need a witness. We need Dr. Young to admit that Blaise put her up to it. We need somebody to fess up. We need someone to squeal. There's nothing left. But there are people who are not talking. We just have to convince them. We just have to come up to them and be like, Boyo. Tell them everything is all right.
If you play with fire, you're gonna get burned, Edgeworth. Just kidding. I'm just kidding. I always wanted to say that, you know.
You think you would have earlier.
Well then, Courtney.
Hold it. I say now, I reckon, I say now, I just remembered something too.
What?
You also lost your memories? That's forgot, not remembered. Not an idiot. Something just popped into my head just now.
Very well. Please tell us. Lana's testifying?
Objection. Courtney, could you tell me what you are doing?
Prosecutor Edgeworth will not give up until we have destroyed every last possibility. Thanks for the follow. I'm destroying every possibility so that he will never oppose us again. Wink, wink. Why are you saying the word wink? Well, because the eye I'm winking with is behind my bag, so you can't see it. Wink. Well, now you're just blinking. Yes, blink, blink. What if she is actually winking? Because the sprite was blinking.
Justine, I don't really know what's going on, but well said. Pops, I'm gonna help too. After all, he's the one who's wrong.
Fine then. Let's hear what she has to say.
Oh? Well then, Miss Hart. Please, proceed.
Sure thing. Just leave it to me.
I'm actually getting Larry vibes. She just remembered something. She's just saying that to buy me time. Because she's the one element that Debeste can't control. Oh my god, this is just Von Karma and Larry all over again. Almost Christmas? Almost Christmas. Almost Christmas? Yeah. Sure thing. Just leave it to me. Please make sure you only tell the truth.
Ain't that a matter of course? I'm a bona fide journalist of justice, you know.
Yo, Francisca let her get that whole sentence out without whipping her.
Somehow I feel uneasy.
Like Larry.
Y'all saying the culprit was a conductor, right? That means the victim was a customer. Now, here's where it gets a mite strange. You see, there were 11 people at the auction. When the auction continued after the incident, I went straight on over and stuck a peek down below.
You don't mean...
That's exactly what I mean. All 11 people were still there, present and accounted for.
Ooh, what? Are you sure about that?
Sure, I'm sure. I saw it with my own 2 eyes. So it started with 11 people and there were still 11 people after the murder?
Weekend at Bernie's? Or did somebody just replace them? Was it whoever conducted the murder had someone ready to replace them? Like Kay Faraday? Did they just like take Kay's unconscious body and like put her in the auction?
It started with 11 people and there were still 11 after the murder. Was it a ghost?
You know, Sebastian, normally a prosecutor would call that a contradiction, you know.
Were there really no changes in the auction at all?
Really, I'm telling you, the auction just went on like normal. But there was one itty-bitty thing, though.
What was it?
You know those hammers you always see at an auction? Like the one that lady's using over there? Gavel?
An auction gavel, perhaps?
Yeah, that's the one. All of a sudden, I couldn't hear the sound no more. It just been banging away just prior to it.
Then how do you know the auction continued? Was it actually continuing or was it just false?
The sound of the gavel? Does that have anything to do with the case?
Huh. Thank you, Lotta. Thank you very much. If Miss Hart's testimony is the truth, then this matter has taken a grave turn. Haha, grave. Lotta's testimony. Sound of gavel not heard. If the victim was neither the conductor nor a customer, the very foundation of Prosecutor Edgeworth's reasoning will collapse.
Justice prevails, as they say.
If only Apollo were here.
I hope you've learned your lesson, Mr. Edgeworth. Mr. Edgeworth, there really is nothing we can do?
It's not over yet. Not yet, Snake. Some mysteries still remain. I had to think. If I don't, then Kay will be.
Did you get the answer you wanted this time? Well then, a deal's a deal.
Hold it.
Hold it. Please wait, Mr. Chairman. I believe it is still too early to make a judgment. There are still a few mysteries left in this case. You're saying what I'm thinking. Until we have solved them all, we cannot call this a complete victory. Isn't that right, Prosecutor Edgeworth? I was expecting you to shout. Hold it, like you always do to interrupt me. Yes, of course. Once again, Judge Courtney has come to my aid.
Well then, what is it? What sort of mysteries are left?
Well, of course, there's the contradiction in the autopsy report.
That kind of thing.
I brought her in. Grandma!
What's wrong? Why were we suddenly called here? Did someone suddenly get sick? I'll begin preparing a compress. Ouch!
You mean an injection? Her hat does say safety first.
What are you calling me here for? You sure didn't happen?
Dr. Young, Miss Jensen, you have my gratitude for taking the trouble to come here. This won't take long, so please relax.
Tell me what in BLAISE is going on.
Of course, we called you here because something came up. Judge Courtney, just what are you planning? What indeed? Bonnie Young, under the divine rule of law, please answer truthfully. There were no mistakes in your autopsy report, correct?
Granny would never make a mistake.
That's certainly strange.
Huh? What's strange?
This court has found an error in Dr. Young's autopsy report.
This is what Edgeworth has to do every time. Every time he wants an update, he has to go through testimony outside of the court of law.
Dr. Young, please tell the truth. Did you falsify the autopsy report?
That's terrible. How can you accuse her of that? I have no idea what you're talking about. Why would I do such a thing in the first place?
To protect the true culprit, of course.
What you talking about? I would never do such a thing.
How strange. In that case, why would there be an error in the autopsy report, I wonder? Prosecutor Edgeworth? What do you think?
I don't.
Oh? I expected you to press into her statement like you normally do. Why is she taking control of the situation and trying to help me? I don't know what her goal is, but I must play along.
Now you understand the assignment, Mr. Edgeworth. Understand the assignment.
If the autopsy report you gave to Sebastian had been authentic, then the error should not have been there.
Wait a minute, I didn't do anything.
That is what we will figure out from this point on. Firstly, Dr. Young, I'd like to hear your testimony.
Why do you want to hear her testimony? It would be pointless.
I will be the one who decides whether or not it is pointless. Not you.
There are patients waiting for us.
Clearly not if you're willing to come here.
Oh, Granny, Anyway, we don't have time for this.
Is there any way I could convince you? This is of the utmost importance.
Mr. Miles Edgeworth, Granny says she'll testify. So please, try to finish this quickly. If we don't return soon, there'll be people in terrible suffering.
And yet you were lollygagging about on the viewing platform earlier.
True.
I promise you this won't take long. Only if she tells me the truth, of course.
The two pairs of eyes. Oh, as much as I want to do this now, I'm over time. So I'm gonna have to hold it for now. Y'all, thanks for coming on by. I hope that's not too much of a cliffhanger, but we'll hear what Bonnie Young has to tell us, or what Miss Injection has to tell us. Oh, that's something that's interesting about this, because we're hearing the testimony from a third party. It's almost like in Great Ace Attorney, where Hosonaga was like the interpreter for Dizelle Brett. But it turns out she could just speak Japanese, so whatever. But yeah, who knows what kind of inconsistencies could come up. Who knows what truths can be fabricated? Who knows who's behind this case? Thanks for the slide time. We'll find out tomorrow. So everybody, I need to rest my voice. Y'all, all I'll say is, you know, same old, same old. If you ever have any stream art, post it on the Discord or tweet it at me and I'll put it up. Stream art prompt for this month, you know the deal. Draw a character that's not in a fighting game that probably should be, you know, in a crossover, all that good stuff. I'm drawing a certain somebody, you know. And yeah, deadline is end of the month, so you got a couple of days. You got like basically a week. And yeah, if you haven't already, I'm just gonna end it here because I need to go. If you haven't already, follow me on Twitch to catch me live next time I play this or any other game. I'll be waiting. I'll be here tomorrow. Just you wait. Just you wait. Go check out the YouTube channel for VODs of games I've played before, previous Ace Attorney games, later Ace Attorney games, other games that aren't Ace Attorney, but why would you want to watch those? Because I say so. Because they're the best. Discord and Twitter if you want to hang out and want updates about the stream. I post schedules every week for the most part. And yeah. If you're going to sleep, stay lucky, everybody. I'll let you go. Have a good one. Bye-bye. Farewell. Go to sleep.